3, 2.
Hello, everybody. It is April 11th. We are live. It is H3TV. Let's go, people. Hey, family. Let's go, Big Connect. Dan is hyped this morning. Family. Stop.
Pretty good.
We are aligned energetically this morning,
Absolutely.
afternoon. So, guys, if you want to call in, 808 Hot Meme. Phone lines are open.
They call them dumps.
So we have breaking news, guys. Breaking news. James Charles put out a new video called Trying the Cheapest Makeup from Amazon. And boy, what do we have here, James? Buy again. Diapers. Depends. Do we have a close-up? Somebody found the product because it's like grayed out. I'm curious to see if you can find it because it was like small size, like twink size. Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's small size.
You can't just let it slide, please?
So James Charles, he showed his Amazon, and the man is buying diapers. Now, I'm not one to talk because I admit that I bought diapers for my Oh, come on, you guys. Why you got to do that to me?
Like, what the fuck?
Why are you doing that to me? I don't even remember why I...
It's come up recently on the show, too.
Why was I wearing those? I don't remember why. Oh, we were doing a sketch. I think.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
On the old channel.
Mm-hmm. Looking good.
Actually, yeah, I look skinny then. All tucked in.
Skinny legend.
I sent the close-up.
Yeah, so if you could open the diapers, please. We need a close-up of the product here.
Okay, so we have Depends.
So small, medium.
Small to medium. 60
count.
Yeah.
Maximum absorbency.
Mm-hmm.
For men and women.
That's great.
Now, we were having a debate here. We're like, okay, well, that's funny, but why is James actually buying diapers? And so, obviously, it could be... I mean, there's obviously, like, medical issues, which isn't funny. Like, I don't know. What kind of medical issue would require you to wear a diaper?
Or if I really want to give him the benefit of the doubt, I suggested maybe he has a infirmed grandparent that he helps take care of or something.
I don't think that's true because it's small, medium.
They could be.
Grandparents tend to be pretty big here in America.
Well,
just in general, right?
Yeah.
Like,
in general.
I mean, in America, you're not fitting grandpa into small. Depends. It's just not happening.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, do any of you guys have grandparents who would fit into a small? Depends. That's like a 28 waist, dude. That's tiny.
When I worked at a doctor's office, we had diapers, and all old people, and there was like barely any small mediums. They were majority large.
Like, even if you are like healthy, small waist, like you want to be comfortable. Small, medium, that's very small. Actually, can you look at the size chart? Like, what kind of waist size is that for?
Depends size chart.
Yeah, let's reverse engineer this.
A small is a 24 to 30 inch waist. A medium is a 21 all the way up to 37-inch waist.
Medium?
So, that's what it says. Depends.
Small, medium? But that's such a huge range.
I mean, I would be a medium. So, I mean, those depends that he was ordering.
24 to 30? My God.
Yeah.
Small, medium, I would assume would be probably like, 26 to 32. Yeah. It's for him. Definitely be in that extra large category. Yeah. Those are generous waist ranges, though.
Absolutely.
45 to 64 inch. Holy God.
They're very stretchable and adjustable.
So your boy is, let's just say it's definitely for him. And then the question is
called anal leaking.
He has some anal leaking. Now, we were saying, well, if he's getting blasted in the ass hard enough, potentially, you may need to wear a diaper. And a lot of you will say, like, okay, we've had a debate, like, I don't think vaginas increase in size from sex, but assholes actually do. If you have a lot of anal sex, you can actually blast open your anus.
You can definitely get it a little stretched.
And we actually fact-checked that, my friends. We did some research.
Did you?
Yeah, AB sent an article that said frequent anal sex can result in a blasted open asshole. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To sum it up, and
yeah.
Anal sex?
So we were thinking, well, maybe he's just got railed real hard the night before, or maybe it's for his boyfriend who just, you know.
There was another possibility.
His boyfriend who just, you know, finished his bar mitzvah or something, age-wise.
God.
And then I think we unlocked the real reason,
Right.
which is that we deducted that James actually got a butt job.
Right.
What does a BBL mean?
Brazilian butt lift.
Oh.
Bless you.
Aren't those actually, like, surprisingly dangerous? I've heard that people actually die from that procedure.
Any cosmetic surgery inherently has risk. I don't know if that one in particular.
Like, I've heard that, yeah, because if they injecting fat into your ass, they can hit your veins and then you just die.
Ugh. One of the major risks of BBLs is a fat embolism.
Yeah.
According to this article.
Which is that deadly?
An embolism in general is a pretty serious thing, so I imagine it can be, yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
But he's fine, other than the anal leaking. Now, what's the recovery process for a BBL? Because it seems like a diaper might be included in that.
Yeah, apparently there can be some bleeding, and I mean, it makes sense, right? You're having surgery on the thing that you're sitting on all the time, you know. I could see
maybe he's also
leakage.
He could be into kind of child play as a kink.
Yeah, it could
diaper play.
It could be. You could speculate on that. No, that's wrong.
Can you pull
Turn
up
off the music?
Can you pull up some photos of his recent? Because he's been posting pictures of, and it's like, what the hell did you do, bro?
Well, there's that one that you posted recently.
What, with the giant nips?
Right, yeah. Or he retweeted it or something, right?
Right, with the giant nips. But that photo is real, where his ass looks like monstrous.
Yeah. Yes.
So I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe we should do a poll. I'd be open to doing a poll.
What are the parameters here?
And sorry, that was me. Yeah, so let's maybe do a poll.
Okay.
So the options are basically going to be...
What's going on with...
Guys, I'm not kink shaming. I'm just saying maybe he's into diaper play. Can we... But also, like, some kinks we can shame, I feel like. Like, I get it if you're into whatever. But, like, if you're wearing a diaper, I think we can make fun of you for that. Okay, guys? Sorry.
Well, especially when it's a dude who, you know, has been caught repeatedly messaging.
Trying to groom children. Yeah.
It's probably okay.
I think everything's on the table with James, basically. Which is why which is why we love him.
Required.
You know.
What am I... What's
okay,
the poll?
so he's a power bottom?
No, that would...
That's an option, power bottom.
So wouldn't that mean that the diapers aren't for him, though?
No, if he's on the bottom, he's getting railed. So he'd be a power bottom.
Okay.
Right?
I guess. I'll take your word for it.
So power bottom, BBL.
BBL.
It could be diaper play.
Diaper play.
Or it could be... Or age play, I guess. Someone corrected me. Age play.
Ew.
I don't like that.
Yeah, diaper play.
Someone said, thank you. Heidi said, definitely acceptable to make fun of diaper kinks. Thank you. Some kinks we need to be made fun of. They go, no kink shaming. What about just the right height, no bucket required? The man fucks horses. Can we make fun of him? You need an asterisk next to no kink shaming. We need exceptions, guys.
All right, so power bottom, BBL, diaper play.
or infirmed.
Infirmed grandparent.
That's bullshit. He's not.
Let's put it in there to be fair.
He's not
Infirmed
taking care of anyone.
Grandparent.
Or maybe a medical necessity.
Medical need.
Yeah.
I can only do 4, so I'm gonna. Those can be
grandma/medical.
Yeah, exactly. Infirmed grandparent / medical need. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Asking the question.
All right, so we have a pretty good.
We know what
here.
the answer is.
I think it's power bottom.
I think it's the butt lift.
But
because there's so much evidence that he's done it, like it just, I mean.
Oh wow, yeah. Overwhelming BBL here. Yeah. But you can read in the recovery? Is it saying you're going to be wearing a diaper? Because that's stuff you can read about.
Yeah, it says you can, and it may take up to 6 weeks, depending. It's different for every person, basically. But yes, you can definitely be wearing a diaper.
Yep. So we have 12% power bottom and 65% BBL.
Only 4% given the benefit of the doubt of a medical need thing.
The man's not taking care of anyone. For Christ's sake. So there you go.
There you go. Got to the bottom of it.
That's good, though. At first, I was genuinely confused by that, but the BBL definitely explains it. Wait, someone's saying I don't know what a power bottom is. Isn't it someone who likes to be on the bottom?
I don't know.
Someone can you define power bottom, maybe?
Let's see. Power bottom. A person, particularly a homosexual man, who dominantly or energetically plays the receptive role.
I'm right. I nailed it.
It sounds like you nailed it.
Yeah, he's an enthusiastic receiver.
Who's trying to check you on your power bottom knowledge?
Oh my God.
He's gay.
Power bottom is a guy who likes to wildly ride the peg of another dude.
Where do you see that?
Where did that come from, AB?
Urban Dictionary. I mean, to be honest, for this specific question, I think they may have the best answer.
It says, I'll read it verbatim. The power bottom is a guy who likes to wildly ride the peg of another dude while he jacks you off until both have bonergasms.
Bonergasms.
Ride him, cowpoke.
Also, the high fiber oatmeal in the cart. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Sam. Sam correctly pointed out that he's been eating lots of high fiber oatmeal there.
Yeah, that confused me though, because doesn't that go against
you? Yeah, that would make it come out easier.
Right. Yeah. He needs needs
to eat less of that.
Stool firmer.
Yeah, less oatmeal. If you're in a diaper, I would assume. But these are the important things we wake up on Monday to discuss.
Yeah.
You know. These are the answers that
we get down to the bottom of things here.
Yeah.
We get down to the power bottom of things here on the H3 podcast. I'm going to wrap up this poll. It seems like the Brazilian butt
power bottoms have it with 63%, or I mean BBL have it with 63%. So there you go, guys.
I love you guys so much, but y'all really need some LGBTQT.
Why? What did I say wrong?
Shut up.
What did I say wrong?
Shut up.
Colin, if you have a problem with my character...
You got it right. I mean, you literally got it right.
What power bottom was.
Yeah. Shut up. You don't know anything about her sexuality anyways. The fuck do you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
How dare you assume that none of us are...
You know shit.
LGBTQ+. How dare you assume that? Right?
Right.
Check yourself. But call in if you have a problem. I'd love to discuss. 808 hot meme. Right? Let's see. This is good. We've got some fresh Cav memes. Ryan Kavanaugh is the worst person alive. In fact, he's such a terrible person, he's tried to assassinate the birthday girl.
This clip is so gold.
Here's Kavanaugh do we know who she is or any info about this?
I don't know who it is.
Sure, it's just some influencer he's trying to get on Triller.
Exactly.
Yo, have you heard about Triller? It's like TikTok, but way better. Yo, we wasted $1 billion last year. Anyway, here's Cav. Nice one. A little too much wine there, Cav, eh?
Look at his fucking face.
I mean, dude.
He looks crazed.
Birthday. He's sitting right next to her too. Like, isn't that reserved for someone who actually knows her? And this was obviously an outcome, right? So he's clearly trashed. There's drinks on the table. The man is an alcoholic. I mean,
yeah.
You don't get like, how many DUIs has he had? No, I think officially.
Well, it was one of them. At least one of them was reduced to wet and reckless. I know that.
Wet and wild.
And wet and wild.
Drive angry.
I mean, generally speaking, I guess one DUI you could write off as like an accident if it's like real on the line. 2 DUIs, you're probably an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah, it starts to get.
I wonder who drove. Oh, you know what? I know he didn't drive home because he had a court ordered he can't drive anymore and he needs a driver. That's what I read.
As far as we know, yes, allegedly.
So here you go. This is the dude. He literally hit her in the face, bro. You should be worried about her. A live flame hit her in the face, right on the cheek.
And just why are you doing that? He's so God. He's such a goober, dude.
Dude, the flame slapped her face.
He's such a goober.
I mean, if she had a lot of hair product in, she could have gone up in flame.
Such a cuck move, dude.
Jeez. Yeah, don't hang out with Cav. I don't think I shouldn't have to tell you that, whoever you are. You know. Ryan Kavanaugh. Yeah, what an idiot. Maybe we should add that to the website. What do you guys think? Add that little.
Might be a good idea, yeah.
Oh, she has 3,000 followers, so she's like, so he's so weird, man. I don't know what he's up to and I don't know what he's doing. But there you have it, little Cav update for you guys. Important, you know, very important stuff. Oh, do we have any updates from, I saw someone, Dazia said, I saw Jordan Peterson speak at BitCon 2022. He was so awkward and it was surreal to see him. Do we have any,
So I have some stuff about the Bitcoin conference. I looked into it. I did look up the Jordan Peterson thing because I was looking for some gold. To be honest, it was just really boring. There wasn't really anything. The only thing that was like kind of funny about it is he wasn't actually that he wasn't that pro Bitcoin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which didn't really go over too well with some corners of the Bitcoin cult because you know how they are.
Why was he there to begin with? He's got nothing to do with it.
He learned about Bitcoin a couple weeks ago and now he's an expert.
What did he say that was kind of like not pro Bitcoin?
So, for one, he said that getting off the gold standard wasn't actually devastating, which is like basically the basis for the whole, maybe not the whole, but a lot of like the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general is like this idea that when we got off the gold standard and started using fiat currency, that's like when the world went to shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big no-no that he apparently doesn't believe in. And he also at one point said, you know, he does worry that if Bitcoin becomes like the de facto currency of the world, then it will move beyond the ability of you know, politicians to be able to regulate, which is like the point.
I think Bitcoin is incredible, but it is an existential threat to all of society.
And so that one kind of goes counter to their whole narrative as well. So I mean, the awkwardness comes more from, I don't think he really even understands like what that whole community is about, and yet was asked to speak there. But honestly, it was like an hour-long interview. I got like 20 minutes in. I was like, this is just incredibly boring, and bailed. So yeah.
Bitcoin is an existential threat. If you own Bitcoin, you're a fucking idiot. You're part of a giant scam being perpetuated by billionaires. That's actually true. That's the thing I learned about Bitcoin that's blowing my mind. Everyone thinks that there's this revolutionary monetary system. It's literally run by the same people that own the financial system now.
Yeah,
basically, it's just a bunch of rich people getting richer now.
Yeah, I know. What's his name? That dude that you hate from Shark Tank was there at the conference.
Cuban?
As well?
Or no?
No, not Cuban.
Who do I hate from Shark Tank?
What's the bald dude's name?
Mr. Wonderful.
I like Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, I thought you didn't like him.
I mean,
I don't know
he's
why I hadn't
part
had
of
that
the
either.
crypto scam, like every rich person in the space.
Right. I don't know why I was under the impression.
Oh,
that he
you
was
know
your
why?
big
Because he
favorite
did
shark.
that interview on Bill Maher somewhere where he was like saying like billionaires don't need to be taxed more. He has some horrible take.
Yeah,
But he's funny.
No,
on
that sounds
Shark
about
Tank.
right.
Yeah.
Who wants me to take their money?
I love that soundbite so much. Well, anyway. I'm still crying over all the Bitcoin sponsorships we've lost, though. All the crypto sponsorships we've lost as a result of changing our stance.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, well.
Like Coinbase is they offer us so much money for sponsors, bro.
All right.
No.
They'll only have money for those sponsorships for another year or so, anyways.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think it'll be all done in a year or two?
I mean, it's not obviously crypto isn't going away in a year or two, but the current wave. We talked about this on the Super Bowl episode.
That was
right
all
after.
crypto.
It reminds me so much of that late '90s
The
era
dot-com
of
shit.
the .com shit. It's just a whole house of cards, and like at some point.
Yeah, it's a gold rush, and it's gonna. I think you're right. It's gonna crumble. But Coinbase is so big. I mean, they're publicly traded. They've got a huge market cap.
There was a lot of big companies that crashed in that first big tech bubble too. I don't know. I could be totally off base on that, or maybe the big ones will survive, but you know the overwhelming ecosystem of scams is going to catch up with the space eventually.
There was another huge creator, the Bad Bunny or whatever it was. There was this huge crypto one scam that just came out that like David Dobrik was involved in, and the Paul brothers were involved in, and all this shit. It was like a $70 million.
Wait, this is separate from. Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah, it was the one David
about
was.
the NFT one that we talked about.
Yeah, it was an NFT. It was an NFT.
Yeah.
But I don't see it, man. I don't see it. And the only people who come making out like bandits are influencers who are getting paid flat fees, and all the people running it. You got Stake Casino, which now basically owns Drake's entire Instagram feed.
That shit is wild.
I mean, of course they can pay Drake. They have literally no expenses. They make everything back. They probably almost don't pay anyone out. Board Bunny was the name of it.
I mean, they rubbed that shit out of a shack.
Yeah, it's running out of it.
Or was that Rubet? I forget.
No, that was Steak.
Yeah.
That was Steak headquarters. Was a steak in or was a shack in
Curacao.
Curacao, yeah. So, if you don't give a fuck how you make your money, then if you're an influencer, you know, crypto's a great spot. Knowledge. So here is you want to look at? I kind of want to look at Drake's Instagram lately. How he's just turned into this steak bitch boy.
Yeah. What was it? Cam counted. It was like the last 5 out of 6 of his posts were all steak ads.
I just don't get how like Drake is so rich. He might be close to being worth $1 billion at this point, and I'm sure they're paying him insane money. But just how do you not care about how you're making your money? I mean, look, do you want to know how rich he is? This is his private airplane. This motherfucker's on Air Force One, pretending like he cares about money he's winning on stake.
Give us that plane. Give us that plane. Let's go. Yo, give us that plane head.
The caption is, the boy asked for a new coat. Thanks, steak. Oh, it's just unrelated shit. More steak stuff. Balance 2.8 million. And that's all their money. So I was wondering, how much does he have to pay Drake to be shit? Look at this. Look at this steak post. It's just a straight ad, bruh. 2.8 million views. Like, holy golly. They got to be paying him like 10 million per post or something, I think. Genuinely.
Yeah. It's wild.
Because if Aiden Ross was getting $2 million a month, and that month, he is nothing compared to Drake. Do you understand? And the perception of this too, because he's like a rapper or whatever, people just think it's cool as fuck, and they don't see a lot of his, people here probably don't see anything wrong with it. Wait, so how many were steak related? This one's steak related.
I think Cam was referring to his story post.
Oh, he had lots of story posts? Okay. Yeah, I think he's getting 10 million per post. I swear it. I swear it. So God bless. All going to Stake headquarters. All in untraceable crypto, baby. Here it is, guys. Untraceable crypto. Hundreds of millions of dollars a month.
Excuse me, it was the shack next door to that shack.
Here is this one. This is the real one.
Wait the fuck up.
I think this is it. It's a little nicer. It has a nice
blue one, right?
I sent it in the Discord chat.
Oh, this is it. Okay. No, this one's nice. This one's fine.
It's a nice shack.
This one's actually legit.
It's more of a bungalow than a shack.
Premier Management Partners. It's got a nice gate.
Definitely.
A flagpole. No flags on it.
Oh, interesting. It was windy that day.
Yeah, take down the flag. They're like, you know what? Let's not represent our country today. This is not a proud moment for us. So there you have it. It's a nice shack. You know. Yeah, Aiden Ross, just to give you perspective, he has 2.5 million Instagram followers. He got paid $2 million a month. Drake has 107 million.
Woo!
Therefore, oh, what is that? Is that Drake at Stake headquarters? Yo, he's visiting their headquarters? That's sick. I wonder how the tour went.
He loves the view. View from the top. Stake headquarters.
How's that song of his goes? Made it from the bottom, now we're here.
Now we're here.
Made it to the bottom, now the whole crew here. I mean, they offered me, God, hundreds of thousands, easily.
They both have highlights that show Stake in their bios. Aiden.
Damn, bro. Oh, so Aiden's still doing Stake after all that shit?
Seems like it.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, 6 days ago.
Oh, every day? Is he really still doing it?
I mean, I see him live very often gambling. Probably not every day, but
yeah, he doesn't give a shit, and nobody does.
Yeah,
Nobody
his
cares.
highlights are 1 day go, 2 day go. Yeah, every day.
Nobody cares.
Like 6 days.
Nobody
Wait,
cares.
is this who, Aiden?
Yeah.
Doesn't he still live in L.A.?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's illegal.
It's fucking illegal. Like, how is Twitch just let that happen? It's so weird.
First of all, if I'm going to make an assumption, but if you could look at Stake's analytics, if you could get a true snapshot of who's using their website, it's going to be people in the United States, probably a lot of them under the age of 21 even. Despite it being legal, I bet you there's kids. I mean, like, look at Love, for example. They hooked his ass at 15 or some shit. That's so fucked up.
Yeah, Love is 10 years younger than me. But when we went to Las Vegas, he was the one teaching me how to gamble.
Yeah.
Watching these streams.
Totally.
Yeah.
goddamn rascal.
Yeah, he's a gambling expert. That man's got,
Gambling
like,
man.
I even like read the blackjack book when I was 15.
Oh my
to know how
goodness.
to gamble as good as possible.
Oh Lord, help me, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stake, I think one day that whole company is there's gonna be a huge expose on that whole company, massive FBI.
The thing is, I don't
intervention.
think when we were talking about this, whenever it was months back, I mean, from their perspective, I think that they're keeping it all legal. Like, I mean, obviously,
How? They're accepting U.S. players. They're accepting players where it's illegal to gamble.
yeah, but those players are using VPNs and shit to get, like, they appear to be playing.
I
from
think
a
they have
country where it's legal.
They have due diligence. They cannot accept the card. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
somebody might, yeah.
if you're a legitimate gambling organization, the responsibility is on you to do the due diligence to make sure people, like when you go to Vegas, you see how crazy they are when they check your IDs to make sure that nobody over the age of 21 is gambling.
Mm-hmm. Under, but yeah.
Yeah, under they're very, very strict. It's their responsibility.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wonder how, the big casino companies feel about all of this. Like, it's got to be cutting into
They're
their...
jealous.
Right.
They're probably trying to figure out how to get into it.
Right, yeah, I guess that's probably true.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
So let's see. Cav almost killed a woman.
Yep.
My favorite TikToker is back in the smallest box imaginable.
Wow. I know we're moving off of this, but just this super chat is interesting. Apparently, Mizkif said, because he, I guess, very early on did do a couple of like the gambling things, but then, if I recall, he was like, this feels wrong.
Yeah.
And he said that the most he got offered was $30K an hour to do gambling streams.
They pay him per hour? That's fucking.
I mean, if you
really
stream for 10 hours, it's 300 grand.
That's do you see how they're incentivizing people though? Like that's insane. They're like, even if you just go for an hour, just go as long as possible.
It's crazy.
30 grand an hour. Let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah, I'd sell my soul. Fuck it.
You would do it?
Fuck it.
And they might pick you up on it. Go steak. I mean, yeah, that's the problem. It's hard to turn down that much money. It's life changing. You know. So, do we have stuff about the LeBrant guys? Yeah, we do.
We do.
People are asking. Those guys are fucking lunatics, man.
Mm-hmm. We're actually already at 32 minutes.
Okay, let me watch this first.
Okay.
He's got crazy mouth work, y'all. You can't say he's not talented. I'm not sure why they include the CNN shit.
I didn't understand that aspect either.
Reporting live from the scene. Dude, he is right on beat. You got it. That's skill. The man is skilled. The poster Volcano Duck said, "Try to tell me this isn't comedy heaven. I dare you." It is. I think it is.
The longer it goes on, the funnier I'm finding.
See?
I have to admit.
See, thank you. Oh, there's another really fast one I want to watch. Yo, the baby's wild, and man, I don't know what's with this guy, but he giving me bad vibes.
Now, baby tried to kiss his fan, and she curved him LMAO.
This is bad vibes all the way. Yo,
baby tried to kiss his
the
fan,
vibes are so bad in this video. Dude. So angry, too.
Yeah, I don't like that.
He's drunk or something, right? High, maybe?
It seems that he's
blasted.
He's drunk.
He's juiced up, boy.
But
Juiced up.
is that like the worst vibes ever?
It's not good. They're not good vibes.
Like, dude, what on earth, bro? Hell no, dude. You need a reality check quick. Everybody put your hands in the air unless you got AIDS. What was that line he did?
Yeah.
Unless you got AIDS.
I forgot about that one.
Then don't put your hands in the air.
Yeah. Jesus.
Bad vibes to baby. Don't like it. All right. Well, let's thank our sponsors real fast, and then we got the LeBrant family stuff we can get into. That could probably XQC versus Keem. You know, love that. Joe Budden versus BTS. You know who we stand on this fight. BTS forever, dude. Fuck all haters of BTS. What is this? Black, white. What is this?
So this is a TV show that came out around 2006. I haven't heard of it prior, but it was going around the internet over the weekend because Ice Cube was being called out for being a producer of it.
Right. I saw this on Twitter. This show's insane, yo. This show's insane. It's crazy that this shit actually existed. So they took a this is the whole first episode?
But the first minute gives you all you need.
Yeah, the intro is
so this, and what year is this from?
2006.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's too late in the game for this kind of shenanigans.
Definitely.
Like this wasn't, so they take a black family and a white family, and then they have to, they literally do blackface on the whole white family and make them live as black people, and vice versa on the black family.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. Let's fucking go.
My name is Bruno, and I became a black person.
Wow!
Right out of the gate, starting strong.
He doesn't look like a black dude. He looks, honestly, he looks like a white dude with just like who works in the sun a lot, right?
It's kind of true, yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, bro.
No one knew that I was actually black.
Yo, this is straight out of like a Dave Chappelle sketch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but what the hell is this? Is that guy passing as white? I think so.
It's better than it's better than the opposite.
It's better than the other guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he could be like a light-skinned.
I mean, you wouldn't even.
Man.
I don't think you would even think twice about it.
You think? Yeah, he's actually.
I mean, I have to
passing
see it
pretty
in
good.
motion though.
But I'm sorry, I got to go back to my homie here.
My name is Bruno, and I became a black person.
Like, I'm sorry, but this is just wrong. This is just wrong as hell, man.
Oh, whoa. Somebody in the chat said they literally won an Emmy for makeup. No way.
Did they really? Can you fact check that?
That's true. That's the funniest shit ever. Black, white, Emmy, 2000.
I'd love to see the process.
Oh my god. Outstanding makeup for a series.
Holy
2006 winner.
No.
Golly.
No.
Jesus.
No.
Do they show the makeup process? Because I'd love to see that. It's got to be in this, I think.
Maybe there's
Can you find a timestamp, baby?
Kind of behind the scenes.
While I watch this, yeah. Oh, it's got to be in the episode because
Yeah, I guess
they're very
probably.
proud of it.
Yeah.
Holy God.
No one knew that I was actually black when I had my white makeup.
Pull up the picture of Chappelle in white, doing white.
Blackface.
It's literally, it's like identical. Chappelle used to do this character where he would dress up as a white dude and he would cruise through the world. Yeah, look at that shit. It's the same shit. He would go buy like a newspaper and they'd be like, it's okay, you don't have to pay for it. You're white. You don't have to pay for things.
Wait, I think you're confusing that with the Eddie Murphy
No, that.
sketch.
Oh, shit.
Eddie Murphy did a very similar thing on SNL way back in like the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's one of the best sketches ever.
Around the 4
Yeah,
minutes.
this one.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you don't have to pay for that, sir. You're white.
But maybe, I mean, Chappelle's, I don't remember if that exact bit was one from one or the other, but they were similar.
You think we can watch this without getting claimed?
No, it's SNL. NBC will claim.
God, fuckers. I just want to show that one scene. So funny.
So, someone in chat said Hassan watched it all on Twitch.
Of course he did.
Like all seasons.
Of course he did.
Somebody's...
of this show, right? Not of SNL. Of the black
Like
and
it
white.
matters.
the black white
Sorry,
show.
yeah, the original one.
I doubt anyone's claiming black white. Everyone's like, I disavow that shit. I don't want to claim that. Yeah.
It's around the 4 minutes 50 seconds for the makeup. But if you
Oh, I knew it.
if you want to keep it here, you'll still in the beginning. It's still.
I'm gonna watch the beginning, and then I want to see the makeup process.
For 6 weeks, two families, my family and a black family, got together in a house in the valley in LA, and we decided to swap races.
Stop it.
You decided to. We decided to do that, yeah.
They're like, the nice thing about pretending to be black is I can stop being black anytime.
Oh, right. It's true.
Holy shit.
Would go into makeup and become the opposite race. We became black.
What the hell?
The worst one.
They gave her like a wig?
What the fuck?
Dude, this is so fucked up. I mean,
so this was like an acclaimed show at the time? Man, the 2000s were wild.
I mean, their
Especially the
hearts.
reality
Can we
television.
say their hearts were in the right place here?
I mean, the fact that Ice Cube was supposedly behind this tells me that like this was some harebrained idea of his that he thought would come across not offensive or something. I don't know. I don't know what the history behind it is.
Well, if it won an Emmy, I don't think anyone was offended at the time.
I have to imagine there were people criticizing it even at the time, even if they were the minority.
They became white. Then we moved in together.
We're talking living together. You know, it's not like, you know, we're gonna see them for a little party, get together, and they go their way and we go our way. No, at night we all live under the same.
Bro. I can't. This shit's crazy as fuck. I like how it goes black too.
The whole experience, it opened my eyes, just made me more aware of my race.
Yo, what the hell?
They made him to Theo Von.
What the fuck? It's like uncanny. I don't know. It's just so wrong.
I'm a pioneer in this because this is something that's never been done.
Changing color to see what it would be like. It was completely transformative. We got jobs, went shopping.
Hey, white man. We would go out together. He's the honky.
We were undercover. We had hidden cameras. We were sneaking around.
Hello.
Hello, I am a black man. What kind of black activities is going on here today? Hello, fellow churchgoers. Is there any black activities today I can partake in?
Oh, whoa.
What?
Okay, somebody in the chat says that Bruno, the white guy that's wearing the blackface, says the hard R N word like 15 times in this show.
Yeah, well, he's trying. He's got to blend in. He got the N word pass.
Wait, is that if that's in the show uncensored? I don't want it to sneak up on us.
Wait, he got the N word pass from Ice Cube. I mean, he's the producer. Yo, that's crazy, bro. This is crazy. Apparently, he does a rap too.
Raps,
people are saying
dude.
we got to find.
People
the
are
rap.
saying N-word warning. I don't know if we should keep watching.
I'm sorry, but I got to see it. I'm sorry, I can't click away. If he's dropping hard R's, I got to see that.
We did it all.
We're the Wurgles, a typical white American family from Santa Monica.
I just wanted to really poke into the issue of race. And
This guy, like, by the way, he doesn't. This guy's like ambiguously white. I feel like already. He's got a weird thing going on with his face.
Nah.
I feel like you could find a whiter looking dude. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, if they really wanted to go all,
You know
all
what I'm saying?
out, I suppose, but
Just saying.
it's
Just
not
saying.
edited. Meaning, are you saying it's not censored?
Yeah.
Okay.
You caught him say the N word?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
It's.
I gotta see. What was the context?
I don't even know.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, let's keep going.
and see if any flames would emerge.
My mindset in life I get from my father. As an immigrant,
Came to this country starting from scratch and demonstrated that you get what you want by working extremely hard.
I've never played this game before. I don't know how to play.
I was curious to see how the world would react to me as a black person. Many times I was shocked.
I feel racist.
We are the Sparks family.
We just a typical
One of the
black family
mods
from
just sent me a compilation of all of the time.
Gimme.
The N word, but it's censored. So maybe
Okay,
that's- if you wanna see it, that's probably the way to do it.
yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah. I don't want to watch like 40 minutes of this, so more compilations.
Okay.
it'll be interesting.
Let me turn up the video quality there a little bit for you.
It'll be interesting, and I'm sure it'll happen where I'll be in black, and I'll get
I'll be in black.
get some attitude.
Yeah, sorry, but I love the title of this: Black White Bruno N-word compilation. Awesome.
From some prick white guy, and I won't have all the history of resentment that a black man has, and I'll be able to with him. Oh, just mentally spar with him and go, hey, guy.
Why?
He would call a white guy that? He's saying?
Yeah, and he's explaining this to a black guy.
Wow, this is really bad. But he's like, I won't take it personally like you guys. I'll be able to mentally spar with them.
I used to work as a doorman at a disco, and if somebody came up intoxicated or didn't have the right dress on, they say, come on,
Wait, that was him?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's not even using it in a believable way.
Oh, Bruno, please.
Also, dropping the hard ER. I don't think anyone's buying it.
hostile on that. Now just, yeah, that's right, I'm just...
I don't think the goal is to pretend you're black, right? It's just to like see what it feels like when you have dark skin.
No, I mean, it seems like the premise of the show is
pretend that you're black.
Well, they're like exchanging lives. You know, it's like that wife swap show that existed, where like two moms from different families would swap for a week or whatever. It's that, but with a really racist slant.
Those focus groups were really eye-opening.
I look forward to having someone say, "Hey, nigga, you know, you're a son of a. I hate you, nigga."
You said, you know, you guys are going to get a lot more out of this than I am because, you know, you're going to be black and I'm going to be white.
Right.
Okay, well, you said it was going to happen. You know, so far, I'm kind of waiting for somebody to go, "Hey, nigga," you know, but
God, would you stop?
You really?
Bruno didn't want to go back. He wanted to stay black.
Yeah, he liked it. He's.
I wish they'd done, you know, more white jokes. Frankly, I thought that's what it was
I know,
all about.
y'all eat that white stuff and y'all are going to be happy you're a N-word.
N-word. That's so funny.
What is?
Well, that we watch this whole comedy show and everybody's saying, "Nick." We get in the car and we go, "Oh, it's funny when they said the N."
Oh man,
he's feeling himself way too much in this.
Oh, this is our thumbnail. Nice, our new thumbnail. James Charles wears diapers.
It's great.
Get him. Wow, this show's incredible, you guys. Oh, he's so racist. Like, but not because he's even saying that word. You could tell. He's just like, yo, I'll be able to deal with it. Nobody's really being super racist to me yet.
This sucks.
This sucks, dude. Being black's boring.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, if you guys are actually interested, so there was a writer, there's a book called Black Like Me I read in college. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. This guy, back in like the 40s and 50s, he underwent a really dangerous procedure to turn his skin black. He like dyed his skin like permanently black. He was a writer, journalist, and he went to this, like, live in the South with nothing and actually like immersed himself in a genuine way. And it's a very good book. It's actually like a historical book. Really highly recommend it.
Never heard of this before.
Yeah, Black Like Me. It's a really good book. He died actually from the ink. He actually died from the procedure. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. He actually became like super depressed and fucked up from the experience because he actually went down there during Jim Crow and shit.
He did not die from the ink.
Yes, he did.
I'm looking at it right now. He died from diabetes in the 80s.
Oh, I thought he got... Wait, hang on. The author...
There have been persistent rumors that Griffin died of skin cancer, which purportedly developed from his large use of doses of whatever this is to darken his skin. He did not have skin cancer, but experienced temporary and minor symptoms from taking the drugs, especially fatigue and nausea. So, yeah, I guess that's like an urban legend that he died from that.
I swear I learned that in school. It's crazy.
A teacher would give you bad info?
I mean, in college, you'd think they would fucking...
Fact check a little bit.
But anyway, it is a very good book. It's a short read, too, relatively, but Black Like Me, yeah. Unlike this show. Let's see the makeup here.
You, as an adult, should know that you just don't call a woman a bitch.
I didn't know that.
I really didn't know what to expect, but I didn't know it was going to be that intense.
She gonna be crying a lot. She keep me though.
She.
Let me see. Where's the makeup
I'm
here?
17 years old.
4:30.
And I'm a white girl.
Here we go.
So exciting to be a part of this project. I don't know what to expect. I'll pick up some other affectations and characteristics and maybe end up walking a little differently.
My name is Carmen, and I'm going to become black. I'm getting spray painted. I'm turning black gradually.
I'm Brian. I'm 40, and I'm going to become a white man.
Still amazed that all these colors make me white.
I see browns and blues and greens and reds, but the finished product, I look like a white guy.
I'm Nick, and I'm 16, and I'm going...
All right. Is there any other good compilations or not?
Not that I've seen. Apparently, is that the theme song?
Yeah,
that we got sent?
Yeah, I think so. It says that it's going to premiere at the end of that video, and there's like different scenes from the show in that music video. So, yeah, I think it's just like.
Wait, I want to see the dad rapping. I heard he does that. The white dad.
Let's see.
Everyone in the chat saying I gotta watch the rap.
Okay, let's find the Bruno rap.
Also, apparently, the girl does slam poetry. People are saying.
Come on. Let's see. Black, white, Bruno rap. Hassan reacts to Bruno's racist rap. That's the first result. Let's see.
I'm trying to see. He can't be rapping in the first episode already, can he?
Just like
That
right
sounds so
out
good. If I needed to write a poem and memorize it. I
Wait.
really love words. I do. And like, to me, you can never have enough adjectives.
It sounds like she's working on something rap related.
My name is Cherie Busby, and my favorite entertainer is Prince.
Okay, blessed. I'm an avid Michael Jackson fan.
My name is Jonathan. My favorite performer is Dave Chappelle.
My name is Rose, and my favorite entertainer.
Yo, this is so weird. You imagine people are like, are you pretending to be black right now? Like, are you wearing paint? How do you explain that? Ma'am, why is there black paint coming off you at the moment?
Funny. People in my hometown used to be paranoid that there were like fake Arabs infiltrating the mosques and stuff.
Oh,
so,
for real?
Yeah, like the government.
I could see the government doing that.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
They literally did.
Yeah, they definitely do
They
that.
definitely do that.
Yeah, they were always looking at me. I'm like, nah, I'm just.
You're
I just look
FBI
white.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's like,
fucking
dude,
fed.
if I was under, you think the government's going to send a white guy undercover?
Right.
They'd come in all dark and fucked up looking. Or just like way over the top, you know what I mean?
They sent in Bruno.
Just
I kind of love the cranberries. So.
The cranberries? This bitch is white.
That's the whitest.
Get her out of here.
Red alert, red alert.
Crickets. I love that. It's just crickets.
Cranberries.
Diverse.
Yeah.
Ian, what do you think about this? I was just curious if you had thoughts about this social experiment.
Oh, that was the wrong button. But I'll press it anyway.
Okay, there's Ian's thoughts, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you afraid of, Ian?
You only have one opportunity to make a first impression. So my first impression was like, I love the cranberries. What was
At least she's being honest, you know.
that?
Whenever we do our poems, we have.
By the way, the
I feel
cranberries.
bad for the kids, like getting fucking involved in this. It's like this is a
horrible. You're
horrible.
lying to these people.
Who are the cranberries? I have no
It's
idea.
I think they go zombie,
Yeah.
zombie, zombie. It's like the whitest shit ever. Yeah,
It is the whitest band you could possibly
the
answer with.
cranberries.
Got it.
Stand up.
Wait, she tells them she's in blackface at the end? Okay, I gotta watch this.
Okay?
I don't know how to face this. I'm standing in the mirror faceless. My mom is at my shoulder telling me to escape this. There's so many far before me with war-like stories of prison and death. I'll take a deep ass breath.
What is this that torments my existence, that removes the joy in every single instance? Am I doomed to succumb to this depression?
I can't wait to see how. I can't wait. She's gonna be like, I went grocery shopping. The apples were 2 for $1. Bought some apples, son. Their shit's all deep and crazy.
Who got the idea that I was ready for this?
Yeah,
I
good
felt
question.
like a lamb in a lion's den.
I'm always down for my black people, though sometimes they be acting so evil.
Yeah, this is episode 1. This is like
Right out the
first
gate.
thing.
Episode
Oh.
1, baby. Straight to slam poetry.
I feel bad for this girl.
That's
I mean,
horrible.
this is a
That's
horrible
traumatic.
position to put somebody in.
How my patience remains. Though at times I feel an alien blood.
By the way, you know you could go sit with them if you're white. You don't have to pretend to be black to go sit with them.
Right. Yeah, that would be a much better way to.
You know,
try
like
and,
I'm sure
get
you'd be
culture.
welcome as
Yeah.
as yourself.
Yeah. Ugh. Oh, this is brutal.
Through these veins, and this thought sustains. The alien is me.
These people rock, and they're speaking about being black from their heart of hearts. And I'm hoping to God that this sounds black.
Okay.
Oh my God, you did not.
Thank you. Many words,
boy.
my life, the so simple complexities of a human psyche, to even relish in my thoughts of romantic stride, my skin to his.
Holy fuck. That's white folks.
In your head, in your head.
My touch returned, a mutual undulation of want and reciprocal acceptability and performance, a ritual so profound, the taste of sex, the body flush with hot and sticky fantastic, a basket of unbroken fruit, a dripping bouquet of red, ripe
Jesus,
woman,
lady,
the
chill.
pulp of the soul spread lavishly over the human chemistry, when discovery.
Look at his face. Well, they were doing about like identity and race, and then she came out with a poem about like sex.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice.
And pleasure were encouraged. Thank you.
What on earth?
I mean, it could have been worse. She could have tried to speak from the heart about being black.
That's true.
That would have been way worse.
That's true.
At least, you know, kind
She's
of
being
sidestep
herself.
that whole, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Oof, though.
Wow, wee wah. Wow.
Were you nervous?
Shitless.
Yeah, I felt that you were nervous. So
yeah.
You have a lot of big words. I don't get, you know, and you have to know your audience and know that if you're speaking to an audience of people, that not everybody's going to understand what you're talking about.
That was hard. This project is so much more unnerving.
She's like, oh, I'm so glad to be white again. At the end of the day. It's so stressful.
And probing than you can possibly expect it to be.
So how was today for you, Rose?
Yeah, I was just about to ask you.
It was incredible.
Yo, I need more of that. I could put that right into my veins, man. I got to look for more of this.
This era of reality television is never going to be matched again.
Dude, inject this right into my veins. What is he doing now?
Approach life in a certain way and not expect.
When I tell you about my life, you say it's a bad day when I tell you that someone doesn't acknowledge my existence, or if I speak, they don't speak. Everybody have a shitty day on that particular day that nobody wants to speak, or I don't get good service, or it takes them too long to deal with me because I'm black. I've been black for damn 41 years almost. I know when I'm being bullshitted because I'm black, or when somebody having a bad day. And that's the thing that you won't grasp or you won't understand, because you want to debate every goddamn thing that we sit up in here and say. And we're just trying.
Yeah. The rap part, please.
It is a little bit more difficult.
It's gonna find you if you go in with an open heart and love and
Guys, where's the rap? I need it.
But my life is
I don't know where it is. I've been searching around for it.
Can't find it.
It's not uploaded.
You guys got any intel on where this rap is located?
Let me check Hassan's video again.
Here's season 1. So let's go to episode 2. We got it all on YouTube here.
Previously on Black White.
I'm Brian. I'm going to become a white man.
My name is Bruno. I'm going to become a black person along with my family.
Oh my God, Bruno! I am never around black people.
This is one of the last bastions of Caucasian America.
I felt proud and beautiful.
Wow, there's some neat shots. Maybe I'll come back down again with Rose. There is some neat shots.
Oh.
You got a lead?
I think I got it.
All right, give that here.
Mega awesome nerd coming
Thank
through
you, Mega
here.
One of the most incredible places I think I've ever been and heard anybody speak.
Super racist. Okay,
I can't imagine
Wait, I think she's coming out as white.
how it would feel. For some, it might feel pretty like whatever, and some others could be deeper. And I don't want to start thinking that I know, because I'd like you to tell me. So please, give me what you got.
To me, you seem extremely intelligent and well-spoken, and I appreciate that you take this opportunity not as entertainment, but that you truly appreciate.
I think it already happened.
Some I've been heard since the beginning.
Tell you, and I don't exactly know how to say
I
it.
sent you. Oh.
I'm actually a white girl in black makeup.
Yes!
I live in Santa Monica. I've told you the truth since the beginning, except for the fact that I've walked in here in makeup, and that is the lie. This writing class is one of the most incredible places I think I've ever been and heard.
Yo, these people are just gonna go home and feel like shit. Like, that's just so fucked up. Nice job, Ice Cube.
Somebody said they donated $20 and said when I was in 6th grade, they used this show to teach us about racism. Showing 6th graders this,
like because the show exists or because of what's in the show.
I have a feeling, right? I have a feeling it unfortunately wasn't not for the reasons it probably should have been shown.
Anybody speak. I can't imagine how it would feel. For some, it might feel pretty like whatever, and some others could be deeper. And I don't want to start thinking that I know because I'd like you to tell me. So please, give me what you got.
To me, you seem extremely intelligent and well-spoken, and I appreciate that you take this opportunity not as entertainment, but that you truly appreciate what you can get out of it and what anybody else who sees this can get out of it. So I do appreciate that, and that you are genuine.
What are they going to say there on TV?
I say to you, I have no animosity or ill will. I can only imagine how hard this might be for you. So I just want to let you know that if you need to lean on me, and I'll hope to speak for everybody else, to just lean on us. I think it is important that you do befriend us and get to know us in ways that you might have never known us before.
That's nice. Very gracious. All right, let's get to dad rapping.
Yeah, I sent the link here in the chat.
Yes, baby. Let's go.
I haven't seen this yet, so
I'm living for this. Why, you're afraid of some hard ends? If it happens, it happens.
We'll find out.
Okay, guys. This
Oh, geez.
is something that I made, actually.
God, he burned it.
Months and months ago. It's
What?
called Midlife Rap. Months before this project even came about,
No
I bought
shit.
a camera and a computer so that I can do my own video projects, and I ended up doing a rap video. After
What?
watching rap videos for a long time and getting kind of frustrated, I thought, you know, the middle-aged guy or the middle-aged person should have an opportunity to speak his or her mind as well. And it's sort of a...
You know who deserves a voice? Middle-aged white people. I got sick of watching black people do rap.
The most silenced group in
I know.
America.
Nope. They're just... They don't have a strong enough voice in today's world.
This guy's like Robert Downey Jr.'s character in Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
He's too deep in.
Totally.
I know who I am.
commentary on the today's rap scene. Nick, you might in particular like this. I'm anxious to show it to the Sparks and see how they feel about it.
So the fact that he did this before the show is pretty weird.
It's
like you have a weird agenda, dude.
Seems like the perfect opportunity. But ladies and gentlemen, this is called Midlife Rap. I'm a midlife rapper, and I rap from A to Z. I'm middle-aged and dapper with a vocabulary.
See, that's racist. He's like, I'm tired of these black rappers with no vocabulary.
This guy is so brutally cringe. Who is this guy? Like, does he have like a...
I saw someone say he's
career
an
beyond
actor.
this?
We don't.
Well,
talk
he
about
might be
Bruno.
an actor, but I don't think it means it's fake. Man, a lot of people that go on reality shows are actors just because they want to be on TV.
That's
Yeah,
why
I'm
I'm
just
wondering if he's like
Just
popped up anywhere else. 'Cause this is brutal.
No, I don't wear giant golden chains, baggy pants half down.
Dude, what the fuck, bro?
On my butt. I don't disrespect the ladies. I don't call them hoes and sluts.
Where's the super vocabulary you were talking about?
I don't even know what's it.
I like how he goes, I don't call them sluts.
Yeah, make the echo like 20
Make
times.
the echo.
Really, he's doing the head move like a black guy, and he's really slamming rappers. You know, just really ragging on them.
I tell tales that are squeaky clean. I stay out of police station.
I mean, it's just really obnoxious.
Horrible. I mean,
It's the worst.
it's just super racist, disgusting.
Oh, God.
This guy's a freak.
It was just like ridiculous.
I work hard to feed my children well, teach them lessons about life. You slapped your so-called bitches, if not stabbed them once or twice.
Just hear the words. It come out a little bit harsh and controversial.
I don't blame anyone for my plight. I don't blame the man who done me wrong. I don't wave my hands all around. I don't bend my fingers
up and down. I don't mumble incoherently. I don't wear a big old nasty frown. Yeah!
What?
Dude, this is like straight gnarly. This is like clan member shit.
Somehow it's so much worse than I thought it was.
Yeah,
gonna
this
be.
is
like,
this is
holy
this
shit.
is top tier.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
I wonder if this guy learned anything at the end of this, or if it just reinforced all of his racial stereotypes. Dude, what the fuck, bro?
He is feeling himself.
Sure, what do you think of that? Yeah, what do you mean?
What a fucking asshole.
I kind of ragged on the rapper. Does that offend you?
No, I mean,
I think he did that thinking we were gonna get angry and stir up something. It didn't even bother me. I just thought like, how ridiculous you are.
I mean, I look at it like, just like when a comedian talks about, I mean, I just look at it like that.
I don't know if it was meant to get under my skin type things or not, but it didn't offend me at all. I didn't even care about it. That's his creative expression. Let him have it.
Actually, I think both me and my mom were really skeptical. It feels a little bit like making a separation between two different cultures that might not exist.
What do you mean cultures?
Like with a midlife man in white America versus the black rapper, which seemed to be the main.
By the way, I never mentioned black.
Personally,
Oh, stop it, bro.
What
This
a
guy's
fucking dick.
Yo, this guy's whole family's like, please God, I don't want this back.
So check it out. Here's Bruno's IMDb. He was indeed an actor. Curiously, his career kind of dries up right around this time. I mean, he has a few more recent credits, but like short. This is probably like a student film or something.
I wonder if we could get him on. I want to ask him if this was real.
Oh my God.
I bet we could. I mean, look, the cursed man, he played Uncle Bob in 2020 after a 7-year hiatus.
Hard hit and roll, dude.
The cursed man.
My boy, Uncle Bob.
I can reach out.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any of these people on the show.
Okay, I'll reach out to him.
I mean, if I were him, I would never want to talk about this ever again.
The only reason if I were him is if it was like set up, you know, if it was like scripted.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean,
Like if the
there's
show
probably
was
an
like, make
extent.
this rap, and then we're going to show it to them.
Right.
Then they did him dirty.
I guess it's possible.
But I don't know. The guy's he's a great actor. If that's the case, I don't think that's what happened.
I don't like that rap. And I've told him before, it's really offensive to me. I squirm just because I think, especially being in the center of something that is so racially conscious.
But see, you can't. You know why? Because we're taught growing up that these kind of things
That's his
happen.
artistic expression.
And we
He
just,
can do what he
you
can
know,
say.
we don't take it personal.
Who's we?
Blacks.
I'm absolutely, totally impressed with your creativity and ingenuity. I was offended by the rap song.
What?
There's a tone to it.
That's what it is.
It's the same issue I've had with you throughout the project. I don't experience Bruno having compassion.
That's good. At least his family's setting him straight. God damn, bro. Shit. That was gnarly, I gotta say. Way worse than I expected.
Way worse.
There was 3 seasons of it?
Yeah.
The show came back up after hashtag Ice Cube trended, after people learned that he was one of the executive producers. Wow.
It was a bad day, not a good day.
Well, you know, I think the kids are at least coming off relatively well there, like with good intentions. The dad is a piece of shit. That guy is just irredeemably racist.
Seriously.
Wow, that was a rabbit hole.
I saw some people in the chat say that Bruno and the wife got divorced after this.
Did they really? Well, good for her, because
This was like too much.
yeah, I don't think they got divorced after the show, people are saying. Wow, Mr. Bruno ruined his whole damn life by Yeah, I agree. Someone said the daughter and mother don't look that bad. I agree. It seems like they have good intentions. Yeah. The hell?
Yeah, there was only one season. I don't know where the 3 season came from. And there's only 6 episodes. It was a short experiment.
Well, in other news, Britney Spears is pregnant, you guys. Oh my goodness. With an interesting announcement. I lost so much weight to go on my Maui trip only to gain it back. I thought, geez, what happened to my stomach? My husband said, no, you're food pregnant, silly. So I got a pregnancy test, and, well, I am having a baby. 4 days later, I got a little more food pregnant. It's growing. If 2 are in there, I might just lose it. Obviously won't be going out as much due to the paps getting their money shot of me like they unfortunately already have. It's hard because when I was pregnant, I had prenatal depression. I hate to say it's absolutely horrible. Women didn't talk about it back then. Some people consider it dangerous if a woman complained like that with a baby inside her. Yeah, I understand that. Last time Britney showed any vulnerability, they fucking locked her up for life. But now women talk about it every day. Thank Jesus we don't have to keep that pain as a reserved, proper secret. This time I will be doing yoga every day, spreading lots of joy and love. Shout out to Britney Spears, who's living her best life after the conservatorship. It was finally been done. And a special fuck you to her dad, Jamie Spears.
Holy shit, fuck.
Holy fucking shit balls.
Whoa, girl.
Whoa, girl.
Wow.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh, we have a caller? Let's go. Let's go to the lines. Yeah, let's check our callers here.
Yeah, Cam said Sarah has something very interesting to talk about. 74 is the number.
I'm just reading the update here. Oh my goodness, this sounds really interesting. Okay, Sarah. Thanks for calling.
Hi.
So I understand
Thank
you have...
so much. I'm such a fan. Yes, I'm such a fan. I love you guys so much.
Well, I love you too, of course.
Sarah.
And I want to say it seems like you have a very unusual problem here.
Yeah, this is unusual for me in general. Like, I've done like hundreds of calls like this, and this is the first time I've ever had this situation come up.
So what do you do for a living? Let's start there.
So I work in sales. I sell patient simulators. So basically, they're medical robots that nursing school students and in hospitals, they'll practice on my products before they work on people.
So this is for, they use these for doing CPR and stuff like that?
CPR, birthing, you name it.
Oh, wow, they can give birth?
Wow.
Yep. Specifically with COVID, we saw a rise in sales for like respiratory conditions. They wanted to practice with my simulators as opposed to real patients because they had a shortage of respiratory therapists.
For like incubating patients and stuff like that?
Yep.
Okay,
Exactly.
interesting. So it seems like an expensive
but they're
product.
super realistic. So they're not like they just do CPR. Like they'll blink, they'll register you in the room.
How much one of
Our
these
new
dolls
ones
cost?
have bags going in. I'm sorry?
How much does one of these dolls cost?
It varies. It can go anywhere from about $2,000 to $100,000.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a very niche field. Like I have, for example, like I had to do a lot of my demos from my own home. So I have like genitalia, all sorts of parts all throughout my apartment because I had to do it virtually. So I was like, I'm not sure if you were going to find it interesting or not, but this was the first time I've ever had this situation come up, and I don't know how to deal with it. It's for tomorrow. So I thought maybe give me some insight.
Sure. What's the problem?
Probably like maybe 100 demos with the simulator. It's a customer that I have who called me today and said, we have a situation. we have a birthing simulator of yours that was violated. Do with that what you will. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, well, it's a criminal investigation. They have like caution tape around her.
Oh, no.
It's a medical robot. If you Google like a patient simulator, you can kind of get an understanding of what I'm working with.
Can you do can you look up a pregnant body? How I want to see. Obviously, I don't want to show the anatomy, but I mean, I would just want to give people an idea of what we're dealing with here. But so one of
as not graphic as possible, because they could be graphic.
Yes, I can imagine.
Let's see.
So one of your patients bought one of these for practicing birthing. So the doll has a functional
realistic anatomy.
It has a realistic anatomy. Yeah.
Yes. So it's super important because especially like in areas where you have high risk, low frequency deliveries, they need, if, for example, like a shoulder dystocia where that's a major complication, we need our doctors to know what to do, how to respond. So they do a lot of work with these simulators, especially like where I live, which I don't want to disclose. I'm trying to make it as anonymous as possible because there's very few vendors for this equipment. So, like I said, I've done this many times. I have a lot of body parts, like simulated body parts, I guess, if you will, throughout my apartment. But this is like the worst case scenario for me. Yesterday, I got a call originally that there may have been an issue with the simulator. And then today, I officially got a call that it was violated. I guess someone they don't know and they can't disclose violated the simulator.
Can we show that?
I don't think so.
Don't show that.
I don't know how much I
So
can
Dan
show.
pulled up
I
a
was
photo. Sorry, but Dan pulled up a photo of a fake baby coming out of a fake, body.
Yeah, I think I may have found a very similar one to the one that you're
a lot.
describing.
It's a lot. In fact, thank you, Dan. I've seen enough.
Okay, second off the screen.
Yeah. So somebody. So where was the body located?
It was located in a hospital.
So it was in a hospital.
Was it a medical?
So they do like when I say they do practice, like they'll run codes. So they'll take the simulators and they'll train their staff on the new. Like sometimes the standards will change for what they require. Every year sometimes it may change. So they'll run codes to make sure that everyone's trained and knows what to do if this situation were to happen. So,
Okay, I want to ask you some questions.
As much as you want.
So the doll was violated. How did they find out that this violation took place? Do you know?
How graphic
someone
can I
talked to
be?
Momo Lee. She's got cav there apparently.
Okay.
Check out that super mess. Sorry to interrupt. How did they know it was violated?
Like I said, I don't want to be too graphic because I'm trying to be.
They found a cream pie in it.
There was semen.
Yeah.
And
Hold on,
also
I'm coming.
Yeah, there was a lot of evidence that there was obviously penetration, I guess.
Yeah. So it was cream
They're
pie.
not right.
And so,
Correct.
it was probably one of the people that worked at the hospital. I'm assuming it was behind a closed door.
It had to be because typically in these labs they'll lock. They're very expensive equipment. It's not something. It's capital equipment.
Sure.
They don't just. Yeah.
Probably talked to the
So-
janitor, I would assume.
People like
But
semen.
they don't know who it is. They have no idea, from what I understand. I heard this call originally yesterday, and then
Now,
again
have they
today,
conducted a R-word kit on the doll yet?
So I don't even know. I don't.
Is the doll
I'm not
pressing
sure,
charges?
But I'm sorry.
Is the doll pressing charges?
I don't know. Well, she can't. She's not AI. This
Right,
one isn't.
right.
But she's. This is a very expensive. I mean, it's awful. I
So,
don't.
how
and
much
it's
did
also
the?
an
How,
account- so I'm in.
what do they
Go
want
ahead.
you to do about it, Sarah? I mean, like it sounds like that's kind of their problem.
Well, I mean, the way I do my business, it's not like a one-time sale. Like I'm in sales, but I support the customer. So I will go and evaluate it if there's an issue. This is not something I've ever had happen before. It's my worst fear. I thought about it. Like maybe
You knew this was coming.
But
You were waiting for this call.
there's caution tape.
Well, I mean, take it. You're gonna have to clean it out. I don't know if someone's gonna have to sanitize that thing, right? Because how much did it cost?
This is like a $30,000 simulator.
Can I suggest like a maybe a chastity belt when it's not in use by a medical professional?
Yeah, I mean, listen, like I have no idea how to even approach this. This is also an account that's going to purchase more from me, right?
Yeah.
So
And
I
keep
have to
that
go
relationship
under,
healthy.
like, from a business perspective, I don't have any idea how to approach this. I brought it up to my boss. He said, just show up, do what you can do. But yeah, no, I really, in the, like,
what are you supposed to
yourself
do?
in issues, right? It's a doctor who's just trying to run training. Someone obviously had this happen. He's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. What's the best way for me to
Sponsored by
to
Team
address
Skeet. This segment is. I don't know. Wait, did you say 30 grand it cost?
Yes.
Now that's a robussy.
But they have whole,
That's an expensive fleshlight.
The champagne. That
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you guys are going to have to find a way to clean it out. And I'll be honest, it was inevitable. So y'all need to have a procedure for cleaning out.
Yeah, you really
those
should have seen this coming. It sounds like you even knew it was coming. So yeah, I mean, some sort of chastity belt, like Ethan suggested.
By the way, this is Fiddlesticks. What's the name of it?
Fiddlestick.
Oh, Fiddlestick coffee, the finest coffee in the world. Fiddlehead. It's Fiddlehead. damn.
Fiddlehead. Fiddlehead. You keep saying fiddlestick.
I was
Put
making
it
a
in my
joke.
head.
Fiddlehead coffee, the best. You're gonna have to clean that
So,
robussy
listen,
out.
I'm the youngest one in the company. This is the only person who's ever documented this happening. It happened literally today. I officially found out. I don't even know how to go about this. Like, it's just
Get a douche.
worst case scenario.
Put some bleach in it. Get to work, damn it.
Gloves on.
I would. I just don't think I can because it's a criminal case.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
that-
yeah. In that case, you shouldn't.
Well, then what do they want you to do?
Yeah, like, are they just? They want
That's
you to
what
give a
I
new
wanna
one?
know.
Just
I have
tell-
to show up.
just
I
tell-
sold it.
You just tell them whatever I can do. Just tell me what you want me to clean it. Do you want me to? Do you want the police staff? I mean, they're a hospital. If anyone's qualified to desanitize it, it's them, for Christ's sake.
Well, right. I think what they want is because it was so expensive, right? And I can understand this. It's not a hospital that gets a lot of funding, too. Just to make that, like, it's just.
They want a new robussy.
I think they want me to evaluate the damage.
Right. See if it's still usable. in
Here's
the
what I
state
want.
that it's
Here's
in.
what I want. I want you to go in there tomorrow, do your professional best, and come back and report to us. Okay?
Let's donate AIE.
I absolutely.
Yeah, we can donate.
Yeah, we
AIE.
have a robot.
We have the top
here.
part.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, maybe we
Yeah,
can
we
stop
could-
that in while it's
We
in
can
the
donate.
in the
Maybe
top.
take some photos if you can. I'd love to see those.
I do. I want to for you. I don't know how. I mean, these are graphic.
It's not a real person
I don't
though,
know.
so
Yeah, true.
There's no,
But
like,
It looks.
violation.
Privacy violation
No,
there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, this
I
so
will
go.
definitely do that.
Yeah, take some
And send
photos,
it
come
to you.
back and report to us, okay, Sarah?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, you get in there and you
All right. Thank
and
you so much, guys.
Thank you.
you clean that robussy up and you make it nice and new.
Oh my God.
Needs a vaginal
Okay.
reconstruction surgery or something. Make it nice and tight like it was
Absolutely.
before.
All right. Thank you, guys. Love you.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the call. Love you too. Good luck tomorrow.
Bye.
There you go. That's a new.
Wow. Yeah, that's a new one.
That's a new problem.
New problem unlocked.
Talk to me, baby. I mean, I'm surprised they don't already have a procedure for this. It's gonna happen. You sell robussies.
Well, you know, on Howard a few weeks ago, they had a real doll company, which I think would be very similar material, how they talked about the cleaning process. They use like a micromobile soap or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, talk to them.
Yeah.
There's a company I heard they rent sex dolls.
That's it, yeah.
You don't want to pay, you don't want to buy the whole thing. So what they do is they'll leave a sex doll in your hotel room for a one-night stand and then reuse the motherfucker.
And then he talked about how they wash it and the sanitation process they use. And
talk to him. There's experts out there is all we're saying.
I actually saw a pair of these dolls on the plane when I flew to America, and they scared the shit out of me, dude.
What are
I
the
thought
odds?
they were like.
Here's
I sent you the picture.
Yeah, I got it here. Like, what the fuck is this? Why,
so
what the hell?
When I was waiting for my flight, they just rolled past me in like wheelchairs, and I thought they were like patients, like actual real people with plastic masks.
They got jackets on.
They look like Kanye.
I was terrified, dude. And then
wait, why is he wearing a
mask? I kind of
mask?
forgot. I don't know, dude. I thought these were like burn victims with plastic coverings or something.
Right, yeah.
And it scared me so much. Like I could not stop thinking about it. And
He was, yeah.
And like, when I arrived to America, that was the first thing I told AB. Like I saw something really disturbing.
Yeah, we're like, nice to meet each other. You know, how are you? And then he's like, yeah, dude, I saw some fucked up stuff on my flight.
Yeah.
Well, they bought him seats and everything.
Yeah, dude.
It's nice
And,
that one has
you
a
know,
neck pillow. He's nice and comfortable.
This guy had to sit next to the thing.
No, he's a carer. He's one of the people.
Oh, he's a chaperone?
Yeah, so apparently what they do is they train these two people to travel with people with disabilities, and yeah. But basically, I sat down behind them. They somehow came in, like they obviously got to sit down before me, and I saw them from my seat. I was maybe 4 rows back. You can see the other pictures. Oh, I was actually sitting right next to them almost. And
So you didn't understand what was going on?
no, the whole flight, I couldn't sleep. I was just thinking about these two people.
This was your
and they're
angle?
giant, by the way. They're like over 6, like 4 or something. They're giant. It's so scary, and I could not sleep. Couldn't stop thinking.
Were
about
you
that
wondering
shit.
why they were so motionless?
Yeah, I don't know. We have to ask her, but I heard noises from them, and that's what tripped me up the most.
No.
They were like making muffled noises. And when I went up to the bathroom in the middle of the flight, I talked to the guys, and I was so relieved when I heard it was dolls.
What were you scared that it was?
I don't know.
It's just unsettling.
I don't know. They were like horribly disfigured or something, and I just felt bad for them, basically. Like I felt really bad for them. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Well, this guy's got a nice juicy mouth open for you if anyone wants.
That's why it has
a.
That's why it has a chaperone sitting next to it
to protect anyone from just having their way with them.
Yep.
Oh, what are the chances of that? I've never seen that before.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of glad to hear what they were, because I wasn't sure. Very, very informational. Yeah.
I think we should change the title to James Charles Wears a Diaper and LeBrant Family. Everyone's super hyped about the LeBrant family documentary.
Okay.
You know? The LeBrant. Let me see if there's any other interesting calls while we're on the topic. Jared Leto's story. Getting through a quarter-life crisis. About balding. Knife threats. Okay, we have a call about the top-bottom stereotype. Okay, so I've been accused of being wrong with the power bottom characterization. Matt wants to correct me here. Matt?
Maddie?
Alrighty.
I don't see that you've accepted the call yet.
No, it's there. I see it.
Oh yeah, I do see it.
Matt. Stop. Dropped. Oh, I just dropped him.
Oh my god.
I dropped him right when he said, if you call back,
shit.
I'll take.
I can call him back.
Yeah, call him back.
Okay, one sec. Let's see. How does that work? I'm calling you back, Matt, if you're watching. I clicked the call back.
Yep. Sorry, Matt. I just clicked the button and then you said, "Oh shit."
Oh, hey.
Oh, that was
Did
easy.
you call me back?
Yeah,
we did.
yeah, you're back. Hey, Matt.
Oh, you guys are the best.
We heard you talking like the split second that you then hit the drop the call. So.
But okay, we're back. So Matt, what have I
That's
got wrong?
excellent service. So, first and foremost, because I know how south these calls can go very quickly, I want to establish my stance on James Charles and the diapers. And
Okay,
I think
please.
he totally probably has a fetish.
Oh, you don't think it's BBL?
I don't know enough about the topic, but if I had to put my money on it, I think he probably just has a fetish.
Is that the feeling, or is there any evidence to
It's a
support?
gut. It's a
Just
gut feeling.
And so you think he gets off on wearing a diaper and soiling himself and all that?
That's a little too far. I just, I don't know. But my gut feeling tells me it's probably some kink. It's probably nothing else.
Okay, well that's
You know.
interesting perspective, certainly.
I just want to come in strong on my James Charles stance. That just so we can move on quickly.
Good. Okay.
Okay. Because I know you like a strong stance early on.
Thank you. Well.
Okay. So,
Actually, I have an update. I'm sorry, Matt. Matt, regarding your comment about James Charles, upon further research, we've found that more websites say there's no diaper needed after BBL. So it could be that he likes what they call age play. And he is into young folks.
Well, we know James Charles has strong feelings about age.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, sister snapped.
Well, I know one thing. He's got to be real embarrassed he accidentally included that.
Brutal.
Okay, Matt, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sorry for the tangent there. So what have I got wrong about top-bottom stereotypes there?
Yeah, so and this is kind of an ongoing thing. It just kind of, it made me really want to call in today because, with you guys, just when you guys were all, you poor straight males, you a group of poor straight males having to discuss such a topic. I mean, it's okay. You're not. It's okay. I just wanted to get involved because, I know there's a lot of times it comes up where you bring in, where you often bring up people that you feel inclined. I know often you feel inclined to describe someone where you think they might be a bottom, and I think that that's often a misconception that bottoms may be passive or the.
Well, I just mean that he likes.
Partner.
I just mean that he likes to take it up the butt.
Correct. But how can you know that about someone?
Well, that was just
by
a theory about because he wears diapers. It's just a theory.
No, I'm moving on from James Charles. I'm sorry. I don't care about James Charles that much. Well, he should be in jail. What beyond that one, yeah. What do I care about James Charles?
Okay, so
I'm talking about sometimes, I think I don't keep a running tally. I love you. I'm not keeping track of everything you do wrong. I'm not Keemstar. I don't have a document on my desk.
Appreciate that.
But there have been times. I think one that comes to mind was maybe Jordan Peterson that you described as probably being someone that would be a bottom. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. But I've heard you at times maybe say oh, this is someone that might be a bottom. And I think that sometimes that's not oftentimes a misconception. I think if you met I'm gay. Let's just throw that out there. I'm married. And I think if you met me and my husband, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell which is which. And that's something that you can't always tell. And it's you might always think that the bottom, and a power bottom is a good example. I mean, we can get top, but you can't always tell who's the top, who's the bottom.
So do you find it offensive if I say by being oh he's probably a bottom? Is that the problem?
Absolutely.
It's offensive.
Because it is it's saying someone's a bottom in particular, I think, is probably a bit troublesome because it kind of it starts to kind of the gay men already. You have to deal with certain assumptions about femininity and masculinity. I'm sure you understand that. I'm not going to throw out the whole.
It is
term.
funny
You're an
though.
ally.
I don't know. I think the problem is that the term power bottom is very funny to me. And sometimes
it's hilarious.
And sometimes, you know, these alpha men give power bottom vibes.
They could be,
but it's not a bad thing,
yeah.
right? It's not a bad thing. That's the problem. I think maybe the joke is the dichotomy of like their persona of ultra masculinity, but then like the joke being that they're power bottom. But
Yeah,
okay,
like,
I see your point.
I
It's
didn't
not
find anything
yeah.
wrong.
I see your point.
As a good counterexample, like I didn't find anything wrong with your and Brittany's usage when you guys were kind of throwing those things around. Like when you and Brittany were talking about it the other day, I didn't find anything wrong with anything you said that day. I thought everything there was okay.
Matt, I will be more conscious of my use of power bottom.
I don't. Yeah,
but
I think it's more. I think it's more okay. I think the ascription of like throwing out that someone is just a bottom, like because it just ascribing certain roles to people. That's all I'm asking for is just be a little more conscious of it. I know you don't mean any harm. You never mean any harm.
I'm harmless.
You know your humor gets away from you.
Well, let me ask you this, Matt. Is it possible? So would you consider yourself a top or a bottom, or you don't do that the labels?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I knew you were going to go there, and I mean this with all peace and love and with respect, Ethan. It's none of your business.
Oh, sure. I mean, you can. That's a totally valid response. You don't have to answer the question.
Because from there.
But you have a preference, one way or the other.
Yeah, but that's another dangerous assumption too. Because
Can I
a
guess?
lot of gay men don't have a preference.
Can I guess?
So that's another dangerous stereotype. What's that?
Can I guess what is your preference?
You can.
Will you tell me if it's right, if I guess right?
No.
Well, but either way, you would.
How about this? How about this? How about this one? You do a good job. You try to learn from this and do better. And then in 5-6 months, when you've shown some growth, then I'll tell you.
Okay.
Matt.
Seems fair.
Matt. The reason you're okay, you know what? I'm not gonna get into it, Matt. But we all know which one you prefer.
Yeah, I think you probably do.
Yeah, and that's great. People that receive,
but as long as you understand where I'm coming from on this.
To be honest, I don't really. I'm trying, but I don't. I mean, I get it. Like, I get the thing that like power bottom. It's this weird assumption to make, or to use it in a derogatory way. I get because to be on the bottom is to give. It's to give. You know, it's a gracious thing to give and to receive like that.
I think you're misunderstanding what a power bottom is. Like, because generally a bottom is like the receptive partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's someone who's just receptive. A power bottom. So generally a bottom is kind of assumed to be the more passive partner. A power bottom is a bottom who is just the more active bottom.
Oh, okay, I see. So they'll ride it. They can ride. A power bottom will ride it, where a regular bottom will just kind of lay there.
Generally, yeah. What did you think a power bottom was?
I thought it was just someone that liked receiving rather than giving.
Yeah, no, that's just a bottom.
No,
in
a
general.
bottom.
Okay, so so the power bottom is someone who rides enthusiastically.
And they're probably the more active one.
Okay, so what's the problem? I misunderstood the label.
A bottom is obviously someone. If someone's taking a dick in their ass, they enjoy it.
Yeah, of course. But you could be. I guess you could be on some days a bottom and some days a power bottom, which is great. God bless them. God bless you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Matt. Well, keep it up, man. I'm sure you are having fantastic sex and everything's good. Do you wear? You don't need diapers or anything, right?
About anal leakage. The only thing I know about anal leakage, I have never heard of that in anyone.
Right.
I have never heard of that. I think that's more. I do think that happens sometimes in older gays, but I think it's more of like a thing that kind of maybe is. I think it probably comes from other things that come with being older men.
Can I ask you a question? I mean, no disrespect at all.
Oh boy.
Sure.
This is just purely in the pursuit of knowledge. Well, first I appreciate you saying like correcting the anal leakage thing. But like, if you are a regular receiver of anal sex, and I'm not saying you are, I don't know. But if you were, does the poop pass like any differently from before? Or is it all normal functions? Like I get it doesn't leak out, but I wonder if it just comes out a little different.
No, yes, no. I mean, I have, I'm more like, I mean, I think you and I have more similar stomachs, but yeah, no, I think I'm more, I relate to you a lot. I'm in the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
But no, it's regular. But
Okay,
I'm
interesting.
My stomach's about as irritable as yours. But yeah, no, it's more normal.
Okay, well there you go. You see, that's good knowledge to have. So, all right,
Yeah,
Matt.
I've never heard of anyone. I have never heard of anyone having like just a
that bad
leaking asshole.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well
But I think it does happen to sometimes older gays.
that does narrow the
sometimes like
options.
50, 60.
It does narrow the options, doesn't it? On the James Charles diaper thing.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. You take care.
And
You enjoy.
I am BTS Army. I appreciate
BTS
all your
forever.
standing
obviously.
up.
too.
BTS forever.
I appreciate.
BTS.
I think that I do think you have a favorite one though. If I remember correctly, I think Jimin was the one that you wanted to fuck.
I mean, everybody's Jimin.
So I think. Yeah, so I think when they do ask who your favorite is, I'm pretty sure it was Jimin that you wanted to fuck. So
I wouldn't.
You might want,
I wouldn't disgrace him by
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah.
No.
That's okay. I just want to let you know. Okay, well, thank you though.
Thank you, Matt. Thanks for calling.
Matt.
Appreciate you. You take care.
Thanks
All
for
right.
taking my call.
Thanks. All right. You take
You have
care.
a good day. Got it.
All right. Thank you. Bye. So I'm not quite clear. Like I get the. There's a distinction between power and power bottom, which I get now.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand necessarily the. Okay, you know what? Let's just take it for what it is.
Assuming who's on top and who's on bottom.
You're saying a power bottom could be on top. That seems more like
No,
a,
it's more.
No, it's just, you're making an
ignoring the
assumption
power-
about the dynamic
You're ma-
based
yeah.
off of the
the position.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
If you're on the bottom,
really
it doesn't
know.
mean you're like a beta. You could be alpha and also still be on the bottom. Especially if you're a power
right,
bottom.
but
'cause you
just
ride
but,
that
but
shit.
assuming in general, he's saying is what's.
the problem is, yes, it's not about what the dynamic
Like
is. it's about
theoretically,
you-
Jordan Peterson, if he was a power bottom, he could still be alpha.
Right.
and be power
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Because he rides it with gusto.
You'd
and
ride it
grace.
in a vengeful way. So yes, I think that'd be alpha. Yeah.
I think we all learned a lot here today, don't you guys think? You know? Delete me from this conversation. Guys, I'm just trying to learn, okay? Thank you. People are saying I'm Bruno of the gay community. Come on, guys. What did I do wrong? I'm just trying to learn.
That's so funny.
We don't talk about Bruno.
I think we need an alpha bottom. I think we need more distinctions. We need alpha bottom and beta bottoms. More distinctions. So who is gay?
No more alpha, beta, anything.
Doesn't that make you gay?
Does it make you gay?
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Guys, just chill. I'm just joking around. Come on. Like you said, I'm an ally. You know I fucking ride or die for all human rights.
Daddy,
First and
chill.
foremost. 100%. All right, let's get back on track, shall we?
We shall.
So let's talk about the LeBrants. I got to pee first, though. Sorry, guys.
Oh, my God. You freaking kidding me right now?
The LeBrant family. These people are so... We talked about the LeBrants before.
Yeah, because of the
fake cancer meme.
The cancer clickbait, yes.
I'll be right back. I'll be really fast.
Okay.
Take it away, Dan.
How bad do you have to pee right now?
Sigma bottom, says someone?
Mm.
What would a Sigma bottom be?
Sigma bottom, it's like you're upside down. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know. You're all over the place.
You know why don't they teach this in school? I feel like this is important.
I believe
stuff.
that there's actually a giant debate raging in certain states of this country.
Oh,
about exactly
yeah.
that problem, actually. So it will be a while before we have Bottom 101 as a course you can take.
Like I feel like it's more informative than like fucking geometry or some shit. You know?
Depends. Who
Sometimes there's geometry
what
involved.
You're going into.
Depending on how advanced you're trying to get.
Yeah.
69, baby.
Specialty.
Nice one.
Somebody said Jordan Peterson is a crying top. Yeah, I feel that. You think Jordan Peterson cries when he has sex?
Of course,
Beautiful.
dude.
I think he probably does.
This orgasm was the most beautiful climax I've ever had. Oh, hold on, I'm coming.
He's really mean. I keep hearing that soundbite everywhere. Was it a gentleman is not a good man or something like that? Or a
gentleman is not a good man.
Listen here, bitch.
Listen here, Buckle. Michaela.
Why you always gotta bring his daughter?
For all my Southside Canadians that know me best, I feel like me and Michaela might still have sex. I fed that bitch Angus.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That bitch Angus. So good. She's got the meat diet thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh god. All right. What else is going on in the chat here?
Speaking of in my ass, you know, all weekend that soundbite, Zach started singing it. You know the parody of the Nirvana song.
Something's in my ass.
And it's been stuck in my head all weekend. My wife keeps asking me, what is that from? I said,
Zach.
Like everything, it's from Zach.
It's from Zach.
Yeah.
Zach infecting our brain.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to the Cranberries, by the way. Shout out.
Shout out Cranberries.
Shout out, rest in peace to what's her name? Who's this name?
The Cranberries.
Yeah, Dolores
died recently.
She overdosed. Tragically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Overdose.
The overdose?
Yeah.
Are you spreading
rock and roll to the
misinformation?
end, man?
No, I believe she did overdose. Yeah.
Singer, death, cause of death.
I think overdosing is a good way to die in terms of like ways to die.
Well, you go out on a high. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
you go out feeling good.
She died by drowning.
Oh, well, that's not a fun.
That's like the worst one.
She overdosed on water.
How'd she drown?
I think she
caused
was
by alcohol intoxication and drowning.
So I guess
Caused by drowning?
She
drowned by drowning.
What was her name? Dolores what, Dan?
O'Riordan? O'Riordan? Something like that.
All right, let's talk about the LeBrants. So, yeah, we first came to our attention some months ago. They were clickbaiting. They thought their daughter had cancer, and then they found out she was fine. And they made this whole documentary. This was their thumbnail. Look at this shit. She got diagnosed with cancer, documentary. Yeah, she didn't. The kids are fine. These people are morally so this is they're super conservative Christian. That's the whole shtick, and they're also incidentally like the most morally bankrupt freaks you can imagine. I mean, just by default, they have a family channel, so okay, they're freaks. And then clickbaiting your own child dying of cancer is like, honestly, like way below what even the Ace family would do. I don't even think the Prince family has stooped that low.
They've gotten close. Because they have clickbaited their kids like having horrible like skin rashes and stuff and like all kinds of...
They have 4 drowning videos of their kids in the thumbnail. They're like that.
Right, yeah. So
Holy
they've
shit.
definitely gotten close.
The thing about the LeBrant families, though, is they're like serious, like disciples of God, and their channel's like serious. So at least you know with the Prince family, my child was abducted and violated. My child was abducted by a serial child predator. Yeah, so this is where we know them from. But they just released a 36-minute documentary on YouTube titled Abortion Documentary. It's an investigation by the LeBrant family on discovering the truth about abortion. As you know, abortion is almost no debate about it, so it's good that the LeBrant family, of all people, are qualified to make a full investigation. The truth about abortion and also to help women gain better access to health care and medical resources. Here's the documentary. And then I guess, obviously, they think abortion is murder. But the part that really stuck out to people is, where is it? Is it in the beginning where they compare it to the Holocaust and all that shit? Oh, here it is. Comments are disabled. Apparently it has a lot of dislikes, though you can't see it. Here's a clip Def Noodles posted.
We've been filming this documentary. We've been asked by our friends, by family, by mentors, why are we making this? There's so much at risk. Why are we even making this?
People with mentors are just bad vibes. I don't know why, but...
Here, I have
Holy shit!
Yeah, I have the plug-in where you can still see the dislikes.
Okay. So there you go. The dislike button is still out there going strong. Click that for me, would you? Thank you.
Yeah. I'll leave the comments turned off. But...
Do you know what I'm saying? People that talk about mentors are weird in general.
No, I don't know what you're saying at all with that.
Really?
Yeah. What does that mean?
Like Ty Lopez, my mentor. It's like their whole thing is
Well,
like a
I guess
mentor,
if you-
mentor. Who has a mentor? Who has a mentor?
I always describe you as my mentor.
Yeah, but
I'm not your mentor.
People have mentors.
I'm just playing.
Who the fuck? Does any of you guys have a mentor? Like, just illuminate me, please.
No, people that inspire me.
No, but that's not a mentor. We all.
No, I have masterclass, baby.
That's right.
I don't need a mentor.
That's right.
All right, well said. Hopefully someone out there knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're saying, and I refer this to the Seinfeld episode. Do you remember which one I'm talking about?
Go ahead.
Where Jerry is dating a girl with a mentor, and the mentor ends up dating Kenneth, the other comedian dude, Kenny.
Oh yeah,
Banya.
Yes.
So I can see what you're saying.
Nobody has mentors unless you're like, I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like, to refer to someone as your mentor is just odd. My mentor.
Well, it can also mean whatever the craft is too. Like, do you mean it in like a life sense, like a life?
It seems like a life coach the way these people use it.
I had a mentor. He screwed me over. I'm not even joking.
Wait, who was your mentor?
When I started college, there was this dude who kind of like was head of this student organization.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he taught me a lot, helped out a lot of people in my class that were coming in.
Yeah.
And I just found out the guy's a snake. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into this. Yeah.
Mentors. Watch out. People just, yeah, it gives multi-level marketing vibes. That's the problem with the mentor. And people that describe themselves as mentors, there you got a real issue. Trust me, Dan.
I don't. I still think you're totally
Who's
wrong
your
on
mentor,
that.
Dan? You have a mentor.
I don't have a mentor, but
who's your mentor? Brazzo?
I wish. Oh man, that would have been awesome. No, somebody that you either work closely with, who's older and more experienced, and imparts a lot of wisdom to you as you grow up. I mean,
I feel like a mentor is like a formal relationship.
No, you're talking about like a life coach or something. Which, yeah, I mean, life coaching is bullshit.
This guy I'm talking about in my life, when I met him, he said, I got into civil rights because of your father. He's like, I didn't look up to anyone, none of the famous people, it's just your father. He told the same exact thing to my cousin. He didn't know we were cousins, like a year later, because my uncle's also a civil rights attorney.
Oh, he just tells everyone that?
It's a spiel, yeah.
Interesting.
Dumb motherfucker, AB.
Yep.
And hey, let's watch these idiots.
Why are we adding flame to an already crazy burning fire? And the answer is just, if one baby is saved from this, if one mom chooses to keep her baby from it, then it's all worth it.
You know how to save babies? Don't do a family channel. You want to save kids' lives? End your channel now. Go get a fucking job doing something else, bro. Not lying about your kids having cancer, you snake-ass bitch.
This documentary by no means is trying to illegalize abortion. After this documentary, you're still going to have the choice.
Yeah.
You're still going to have your choice. But I know that there's going to be...
Not in Texas.
Right.
Yeehaw.
Did you hear about that horrible story of that woman?
Yes, I did.
Did you hear the update about it?
It was dropped.
Because she didn't actually even get an abortion.
You want to tell the story? Yeah.
This is so fucked up, dude.
Texas is literally fucking medieval ages.
It's so insane. Yeah, this woman got arrested for having an abortion because they just passed that law recently that essentially outlaws it outside of the first like 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, and
Like-
everyone in the state can sue her for $10,000 now too.
Right. And so they arrested her, held her in jail and everything, and now it got dropped because they found out that it was a stillbirth. She didn't even have an abortion. So imagine this woman going through the trauma of losing her child and then getting thrown in jail.
Yep.
It's like
She gave
the most fucking.
She gave birth to a stillborn child, which is so scary and terrifying and traumatic. And then in Texas, the good people of Texas, the God-fearing people of Texas, threw her in jail because they suspected she had an abortion. How long was she in jail for? Like 3 weeks or something?
I don't know. I'd have to look at it.
She was actually in jail for a minute.
I know she was held for a minute, yeah.
And they're like, whoops.
Goddamn rascal.
God damn it. Yeehaw! In Texas, we ain't got no taxes, boy.
What the hecking dog?
Yeah, Texas is a fucking nightmare. Anyone who's moving there being like, Texas is great. Texas is fucking medieval. I mean, there's lots of good people that live there. Not to hate on our Texans, but I'm just saying the state government there is fucked, bro.
Yeah.
They're sick fucking freaks. They are mentally ill religious zealots that are better off fucking in the 1500s than 2022. Let them secede. God damn, bro.
Darn it.
I swear, these people, they have more in common with ISIS than they do me.
Yeah.
In Texas, we ain't got no taxes, and our women need permission to leave the house. Yeehaw! Can I get an amen for
Arizona?
Texas? Mm-hmm. Woo! We ain't got no Texas down here in Texas. But if you give an abortion, you going to jail. Yeehaw! And the doctor. Woo! God dang it! We have abortion activists that steal fetuses from. Was that in Texas? The activist that stole fetuses?
No, actually, I don't think it was.
We steal fetuses.
That story was crazy too, though. You talking about the one where they found like a bunch of fetuses?
Yeah, there was a anti-abortion activist that was stealing fetuses from hospitals. Woohoo! Come on now, Piggy.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
In Texas, we like to take women who have abortions and throw them in the rodeo and treat them like cattle.
Sarsaparilla. It's fucked up, dog.
They act like women just do abortions for fun. It's awesome. Anyway, let's watch. So this is basically, these people are that.
One mom watching, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. We have no idea the ripple
Dude, you don't give a fuck about those kids, bro.
effects.
They do. They give a fuck about them when before they're born. But
yeah, well, exactly.
That's the real irony with all of these, not all, but most anti-abortion activists is that they're heavily conservative and they don't believe in actually taking care.
They don't want after-school plans. Nope. They don't want free meals for kids.
The second you are out of that womb, you better start pulling yourself up from your bootstraps.
They don't want health care.
Your own individual.
That baby has every right to be born into abject poverty.
Exactly.
And to die of malnutrition.
It seems like nobody wants to work these
Can I get an amen? Nobody wants to work. These moms out here just having abortion for fun. Damn. My favorite hobby is having abortions. I like to get pregnant and have an abortion. It's so much fun.
guys to know all the resources out there, and also for us as a church and just me and Cole even, just that how much more we need to be doing.
We want to go into this finding out what resources are available for women that you might not know about. Are there resources, in your city? If not, is there something that the church should be doing, that you watching should be doing? Maybe you aren't pregnant. Maybe you aren't the one facing the question of whether we've been filming this documentary. We've been asked by her. I know that this whole documentary is obviously centered around the mom and her baby, but obviously there's a father. There's a father somewhere. And I
Dad rights.
in every one of these
Men should decide. The man should decide if that baby get born or not. Yeah, you having that baby, girl. Hey, guess what, dudes? That's why you got to wear a fucking condom, because once that baby is conceived, you ain't get a choice no more, boy. Unfortunately, in some cases, but that's just the way it is.
Stories, the father was absent, the man was absent, and he's just not involved. He takes a back seat, takes a step back. It's just easier that way. You know, it's hard.
Unlike me, I put my kids on camera. And
by the way, this is
oh shit, I saw this. This is the guy, bro. Look at this tweet. I may just wait 20 years for David Beckham's 3-year-old daughter because God knows she's going to be gorgeous. God damn, this guy does care about the kids.
He cares a lot.
What?
Yo! How do you tweet that? I'm about to wait 20 years.
That is fucked up.
That 3-year-old girl about making me feel some type of way.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, bro, that's some crazy shit right there, boy. Wait, he's not the biological dad?
No, that's I don't know if it's both the kids or if it's just one, but it's not his biological.
That's interesting. Damn, you ever see a 3-year-old and be like, damn, about to make me act up? Well, he has.
That man has.
That man right there, he has done that. In fact,
God-fearing man.
In fact, he even expressed that publicly on a social media platform.
To take a step forward and say, wow, I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't ready, but I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to rally with you. It's already hard enough as is for a mom to do this, let alone being alone. So I feel like as men, we need to step up. We need to rise to the occasion whenever something that maybe seems unfortunate and difficult at the time could come to be one of the greatest blessings in your life. After walking into Embrace Grace and talking with Amy Ford and seeing their team and hearing all the resources available, I just felt so encouraged and so relieved that wow, people are being the front runners. People are doing this. Because you think, why aren't people doing more? Why isn't there enough? Why isn't there this? I know that this whole documentary is obvious.
Where's the Holocaust part? Yeah. Oh, it's at the beginning. Let's just watch this video. This is great, man. These guys are awesome. One week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Oh shit, bro.
Sounds like the beginning of Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, why is this like giving me like existential space dread?
Goes right into Breathe.
Abortion has been arguably the most polarizing, heated, and controversial civil rights issue since 1973, when abortion was legalized in the U.S.
Why they do a money sign? Like people are making money from abortions? It's big abortion did that. Yo, they did a money sign, and the current Supreme Court, which had nothing to do with it,
was legalized in the U.S.
Bing, bing, getting that big abortion money. God damn it. That big abortion. Yeah, this is the court this court is trying to make it illegal, so I don't even know why you're showing them.
There is so much passion on either side of the topic, and seems to be no middle ground and virtually no humane conversations.
Jesus.
So much anger and so much hate. In the midst of it all, we truly believe that love is the answer. Instead of pro-life.
So much anger, so much hate. Who's the one that's angry? Who's the one that's hating? Who are the people that blow up the fucking abortion clinics and kill abortion doctors?
And harass people outside the clinics and call them murderers.
It's all coming from your side, you stupid motherfucker.
If you minded your own fucking business, there'd be no problem.
Yeah. Like, so much hate. Fuck off.
Cha-ching! Big abortion, baby. Yo, actually, I heard the guy that invented abortion gets a kickback every time there's an abortion. He, gets,
He
like,
did it as an
access.
NFT.
Yeah, like the
he gets,
NFT
yeah,
Yeah. He has a copyright on abortion. He gets a kickback. A Rothschild, I believe it was. Or George Soros, I think. George Soros gets
You're right.
$1 every time there's an abortion.
That's why he's so rich.
Yeah.
That's actually, very few people know that.
Board abortions.
It's actually very lucrative, the abortion business. You wouldn't guess it.
Is it possible for us to be pro-love? Is it possible for us to love both the mother and the baby?
I'm actually anti-love.
Yeah.
That's my stance in life.
Love is the
Love is weakness.
primary cause of all of the world's problems, actually.
Yeah, I'm anti-love, actually. All right, so this is the part that really ruffled people's feathers.
Is it possible for us to be pro-love? Is it possible for us to love both the mother and the baby?
So Rwanda genocide, Cambodian genocide.
The answer isn't either or.
The Holocaust, of course.
Oh,
You show, and by the way, to show kids, these poor kids in a concentration camp.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
No, they're not, Zach. They're dead serious.
But rather both.
There it is.
I have my personal.
Look at all that George Soros kickbacks.
You have yours. We're all so different.
What is this music choice for this, too? This is bizarre.
So,
this is not the right vibe at all.
62 million abortions. So basically, the Holocaust was like a circus.
Drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Nothing.
The Holocaust.
I mean, that's literally their point. Like,
Yeah,
that is.
They're like, you think the Holocaust was bad?
Yeah.
Shit. The Holocaust was like a trip to Disneyland compared to this shit.
No problem.
Cakewalk, man.
Why even complain?
Where is God's heart at? Where is the truth and peace amidst all the chaos and lies? We want to go on a journey to find out.
I like how he's like, there's people on both sides and everyone's so passionate. Well, anyway, they're fucking wrong.
They're wrong.
And God says you're all fucking murderers.
The truth, and to find out how we could actually help and make a difference instead of just adding more noise to an already deafening discussion.
Why is he talking like that? It's really bothering me.
Dude, it's like, I'm not here to be offensive, but the Holocaust was a fucking joke compared to this.
Let that bass drop on that 808.
Dirty ass beat.
So weird.
I'm not here to offend anyone, but the Holocaust was a fucking cakewalk. In fact, I doubt it even happened. Planned Parenthood, bomb Planned Parenthood. I'm not here to be offensive, but bomb Planned Parenthood. Look at all the gravestones. What the fuck is that, dude? So he shows Planned Parenthood and then a graveyard. I wonder what he's trying to say. Gosh, I love that hardcore intro and then just these two bozos sitting there. Pull up that tweet again. Hey, badass, remember this? When you said you've seen a 3-year-old made you want to fuck. So yeah, shut up, dude. Hey, dude, remember this tweet? I may just wait 20 years for David Beckham's 3-year-old daughter, because God knows she's going to be gorgeous. Hey, Cole, you ever see a 3-year-old and think how bad you want to fuck her? Because you actually do. That's what you tweeted there. So that's an interesting take.
So what if you're watching this and you're thinking, should I keep my baby even though it's too hard? As a matter of fact, I was in that position. I was 19 when I got pregnant with Everly.
By the way, these activists, what they don't say is that they're against abortion in all situations, in incest, an R word, and they basically just focus on these examples of women that doesn't really exist, where it's like, it's just you want an abortion because it's going to be hard and you don't want the responsibility. I mean, having an abortion is like not an easy decision. People are not making this decision lightly. It's not a fun thing that people want to do just as a contraceptive.
And I mean, it's probably coming from their own experience, because it's like, oh, I got pregnant when I was still 19 or whatever. And, you know, I wanted to go to college and keep partying.
Thank you, Dan.
But you know what? It's not a big deal, because I come from a middle-income family to high-income family with a big support network, and you know,
it worked out for me.
It worked out for me just fine. My parents, you know, can watch the baby while, you know, I'm going and doing things or whatever, and it's like, that's not everybody's situation.
I mean, the real heinous thing about this is they're wanting to force a 13-year-old girl who was R-worded by her dad to keep a baby.
Yep.
That's evil. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And the laws in Texas that they're rolling out in all the other red states is like, you have like, what is it, like 6 weeks to get an abortion? And I mean, most women don't even know they're pregnant until 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously done in a way in which the vast majority of the time.
Like 95% of women who get an abortion don't even know, basically, until, like, you're fucked with 6 weeks. You're fucked.
Right.
You know. And then the other thing they do is they characterize people who are pro-choice, like, they go, did you know you can abort a baby at 1 hour before it's born? No, you can't. You literally can't do that anywhere, and nobody's in favor of that. That's also barbaric, but it's not real.
Right.
In most places, it's like, what, 5 months or something? Or like,
well, second trimester.
Yeah.
It's you know, third trimester is when it's not allowed. And so the last 3 months of it, yeah.
Like, we agree that there's a point where it's barbaric to do that. And it's nobody's doing abortions 1 hour before birth. That's fucking insane. And that's how they characterize it.
Right.
You guys are sick, dude. These people are fucked.
And I remember just being so scared. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was actually in school and college, and I was too scared to tell my family. I was too scared to tell my friends. It was just a lot for me to take in, being so young. I remember those moments just being so terrified of just like what the future would look like, what my life was gonna look like. Just so many things.
My sorority party.
And now I get to use my kids to become millionaires,
right,
and to exploit their labor.
Yeah.
Now I exploit my kids' labor for money.
Fucking literally doing that.
Turned out such a good call.
God, damn, they suck.
They're like, dude, you sure you want to get that abortion? Because I'm telling you, man, there's a good ROI on those kids. Just make a YouTube channel.
Ugh.
That moment, and just knowing how hard it was gonna be, but ultimately in the end how worth it was gonna be, looking back now.
Literally great. She's like, I'm rich.
No, for
literally
me
worth it.
personally, my choice was always to keep my baby, but I also know that for others there are choices.
Don't lose heart.
Oh, she's alive. She's alive.
At the end.
Again, you're not really addressing, this is just an emotional appeal. You're not addressing the real issues, right?
Of your wanderings, you'll see the grace that he giveth and giveth and giveth again.
I dare you to show them like shitting on the floor and throwing food and stuff. And be like, I wish that kid never was born.
In America, over 2,000 abortions happen every day.
What?
Every day in America, 100 people die in car accidents. 1,300 people die from smoking.
Is that real? Is there that many abortions? I think they must be lumping in stuff that isn't really an abortion. There's no fucking way I believe that. That there's more abortions than car accidents and cigarette smoke deaths. They said, hold on, you gotta fact check that.
Every day in America, 100.
2,363 abortions a day?
Seems maybe plausible. I don't know. It doesn't seem.
Well, if you compare it to car crashes and cigarette deaths,
They're saying in America or worldwide?
No, in America.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they counting Plan B that someone said? No way. No, that can't include Plan B. Do they think Plan B is abortion?
I think so.
What? Plan B's abortion?
I don't know if they do personally. I know some
Plan B
activists are.
The hell?
Every day in America, 100 people die in car accidents. 1,300 people die from smoking. 1,800 people die from heart disease, the leading cause of death in the U.S., according to the CDC.
So according to them, our death stat should be leading cause of deaths of Americans. 1, abortion.
That is what they're trying to say, yeah.
Another, even more deadly killer than heart disease.
Damn.
By definition, abortion is when a pregnancy is ended so that it doesn't result in the birth of a child.
So as we've been filming this documentary, we've been asked by our friends, by family, by mentors, why are we
Mentor
making this?
alert.
There's so much at risk. Why are we even making this? Why are we adding flame to an already crazy burning fire? And the answer is just, if one baby is saved from this, if one mom chooses to keep her baby from it, then it's all worth it. This documentary by no means is trying to illegalize abortion. After this documentary, you're still gonna have the choice.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have your choice. But I know that there's gonna be one mom watching, maybe 5, maybe 10, maybe 100, maybe 1,000. We have no idea the ripple effects.
But just for you guys to know all the resources out there, and also for us as
I hope he saves a baby that comes and robs him in 20 years. That'd be awesome. He goes, we have no idea the ripple effects. Some kid, 20 years, who got saved from this video is going to come stab him.
the church, and just
saying.
Me and Cole even, just that how much more we need to be doing.
We want to go into this finding out what resources are available for women that you might not know about. Are there resources, you know, in your city? If not, is there something that the church should be doing?
Nope, because they've all been defunded.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Oops.
What's
Probably just church.
Yeah, you need to go to church and beg for help from the church.
They just need to listen to Brenda's Got a Baby by Tupac.
Again, it wouldn't drive me up the walls as much. I mean, I'm still pro-choice, obviously, but if these same people weren't the exact same set of people that are like gutting all of the infrastructure and support systems and safety nets.
These freeloaders?
Yeah.
I think
fuck off forever.
I think these single moms need to get their ass to work.
Right. No, literally. Like
it's crazy.
So crazy.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
Should be doing. Maybe you aren't pregnant. Maybe you aren't the one facing the question of whether I'm going to have an abortion or not, but you're thinking, what more can I do? How can I better help? How can I better stand with these women and for these women? So we're going into this thinking, how can we help more? What more can we do?
Mhm.
And I'm excited to find out.
Yeah.
Me
So
too.
what happens during an abortion?
In private practice, I prefer.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever covered this topic before. So what is an abortion?
Performed just under 1,200 abortions, including first and second.
They're like, this guy thinks, they think this guy's killed 1,200 people. Pretty much justify doing anything to a guy like that. He's killed 1,200 people. It's like the most prolific serial killer of all time. Right, it's actually dangerous to be an abortion doctor.
Trimester abortions up to 24 weeks of gestation.
So I feel like one of the most important questions that everybody asks is, when does life begin? And if we had a direct answer, then I feel like this wouldn't even be a conversation, because if we could all agree that life began at a certain point, then abortion should be allowed before that.
Dumb fuck, you know what you think. Conception is when life begins. You know that's when you think.
Point and not allowed after. In your professional opinion, when would you say life begins?
It's such a simple question with such a complicated answer. A human egg is fertilized by a sperm, and that
Whoa,
is
not safe
a
for work.
single cell organism.
They just showed a cream pie, dude, on YouTube.
I was looking at my screen. I missed it.
Watch this. This is so. This is.
I mean,
so
is it actually lewd, or are you kidding?
No, I'm serious. Look at this.
A human egg is fertilized by a sperm,
From
and that
death
is
to
a
life.
single cell organism that has a unique genetic makeup. That is the first. So at fertilization, you have a living cell that has that unique genetic pattern. So on that basis, human life begins at fertilization.
Yeah.
But a lot happens after that. It gets complicated. But I really do believe that a human life, that individual human being with that unique genetic signature starts at fertilization.
Can you actually ask a doctor that's not a member of your church? Like, no fucking doctor would ever answer that. Life begins at conception. You know, I feel like the real scientific answer is probably when there starts to be like a brain activity, right? Which I don't think happens until like, you know, 6 months or something. So.
Or how about just it is a being that can exist without being essentially a parasite to another human being?
Yeah. Right. 6 months. I don't know. There's a certain point when there's more brain activity. So, I don't know.
People think of doctors as so smart. We're no different than anyone else.
I love this guy. People think of doctors as they're so smart. We're actually a bunch of idiots.
We're fucking idiots, man.
We're fucking the dumbest
We don't know what we're talking about.
We're actually not
And that's why
smarter
should
than
listen
you.
to me. That's why you should listen to everything I have to say about
I
this.
went to med school in the Caribbean for sure.
This guy's awesome. I love this guy. You know, a lot of people look up to doctors. I'm here to say we are really dumb. In fact, you're probably know more about this than I do. Dr. fucking Shivago. Was that the guy that was killing people?
Dr. Kevorkian?
Oh, whatever.
When you figure out here, not here, that killing a baby this big for money is wrong, it doesn't take you too long to figure out it. It doesn't matter if the baby.
Dude, you guys need to talk to a real doctor at least if you want to have an honest conversation. Why are you going to have a come doctor and then preach to me about how you don't have to be a fucking genius to know killing a baby is wrong? Who are you, bro?
Is this big or even this big? It's all the.
This big? We talk about this big? This big? You ever seen a human being this big before?
Same.
I love what Dr. Levatino said, that whenever we start saying, like, at what...
Can you look up the credentials on that guy, Dr. Levatino or whatever?
Yeah, I said this guy's probably a chiropractor.
He totally is.
Oh, no.
Well, also, he said he's done 1,200 abortions in his life, so what the fuck's going on with this guy? He's like, no, it's murder. It's totally murder, and I fucking love it.
And I love killing
Yeah, I'm super into it.
Don't. Here, former abortion provider, Dr.
Oh, he had a
Anthony
coming. He came to God.
Levatino.
He came to God.
That's probably what's going on here.
Yeah, where'd he get his degree? Fucking the University of...
medical degree from Albany Medical College in 1976. I don't know anything about
Did science
Albany.
even exist then? He's because he's old.
Right, yeah.
Thank you.
It's hilarious.
size is it a human baby? It's like, well, what size is a human? You know, whenever you realize that a baby this big, and this big is a baby, it doesn't matter if it's this big or this big.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if we're going based off of size, our baby in the womb right now, she said, was like as, you know, the tip of my finger, but we saw little arms and legs on our ultrasound.
And the baby was moving around.
The baby was moving.
And she's resting.
Dude, this is such a dumb fucking documentary. When does brain activity start? Can you look that up?
Yeah.
You know?
How is this allowed on YouTube, dude? It's fucked up.
Well, this whole slant of it being like a documentary that's trying to examine both sides is just insane.
I mean, this, you know, from our perspective, this seems really easy to dunk on and seems insane. I mean, this is mainstream conservative thought in the United States, period. Like, this is not even extremist by any means. And so,
Right.
I mean, YouTube isn't going to ban this.
Well, like I said, Texas, one of the most populous states in the country, maybe
Yeah.
not, I think it's number 3, has
No, I mean,
it
Roe is
literally illegal.
Roe is probably going away in the next year or two.
Yeah.
The process of developing a brain around week 6 or 7, and then actual brain activity weeks 12 to 16.
So there you go. I mean, it doesn't even have a fucking brain until week 6 or 7. And then brain
It's
activity.
probably a stretch to call it a brain at that point.
It's just a collection of cells.
Yeah.
And then when does brain activity start?
Actually, I'm seeing conflicting stuff right here. Let me just fact check real quick.
I mean,
saying between weeks 12 and 16, I'm seeing a lot.
12 and 16. So that would be like 3 to 4 months.
Something like that, yeah.
That seems reasonable to me. Like 3 to 4 months gives you enough time to understand what's going on. The baby is not well formed yet. And that seems completely reasonable to me. Yeah, somebody said my brain activity didn't even start till I was age 20, so there you go.
Mine still hasn't kicked in.
Yeah.
Coconuts and Barbados?
But I feel like there's a compromise here that doesn't include like militant psycho fucking freak shit that you accuse everyone of killing babies. Like, what does it even have to do with the Bible? I don't even know why they had to bring up this cause, this moral panic. It's like, I'm pretty sure the Bible doesn't give a fuck about abortion.
I don't know. I can't speak on that.
Just chilling with her arm up right there.
Of course she is.
We're excited to sit down with Dr. Kathy Altman and hear her story on this topic.
Yeah, you're clearly not going to change anyone's mind because nobody's buying this shit unless they're already in your cult.
So I feel like a lot of people watching or listening might not know how abortions are performed, you know? I think you hear pro-choice and it sounds right because it's like, oh, well, the mother should be able to decide whether to keep or not keep, but they don't understand what not keep means.
Well, most people don't realize it, but any OBGYN has to learn how to do abortions in their residency program. You can opt out because of conscience, but I didn't because I was really very pro-abortion. I had had an abortion myself, and I didn't think any woman should have to bear a child she didn't want.
Can I get an animals die, please, Zach?
Animals die!
Thank you.
In our training program, we learned how to do first trimester abortions, but I was so gung-ho that I went outside of the program and got one of the local abortionists to show me how to do D&E abortions, which are also known as dismemberment abortions, where you...
Okay, chill. Damn, this lady's a fucking murderer. They're right. This lady, she's like, I wanted to learn how to dismantle babies in the fuck who were like about to give birth. Where'd you find this lady? It's nice that she's able to do this interview outside of prison.
Murderer.
Literally take the baby apart piece by piece to remove it.
Bitch,
from the
what?
uterus. In the first trimester, that involves putting some local anesthetic in the cervix, and after you have the opening
You ready for this?
large enough, you insert a little tube, and you go around just like a little vacuum cleaner and suck out the pregnancy, and the baby is sort of torn apart as it's going through the hole because it's bigger than the hole, and then the placenta.
It is. It's horrific. It's not an easy choice. That's the point. Okay. This lady's out in there just killing babies for fun, though. You know what I'm saying? So they compare. Anyway, Oh, he put out a statement about the backlash? Nice. Instagram did take our in-feed post down. Really? So wait, Zuckerberg said no and YouTube said good? This is okay. Fortunately, we have talked with our team at YouTube and they're keeping the documentary up, which is the most important. They did demonetize plus take the video out of the algorithm, which is all okay. We assumed this would happen. The biggest thing this does is significantly reduce the video's reach. The more people the video reaches, the more people we can find who can find help. This makes it where you can really only watch the video if you have a link or go directly to our channel. At this point, we'll leave the message in God's hand and trust that whoever's supposed to watch it will watch it. You guys have supported this so much, and we're so thankful. Nice. Not really an apology, is that? Not more of a statement. Well, anyway, just remember this guy thinks of having sex when he sees 3-year-olds, and he clickbaited his kids having cancer. So, the LebBrant. Well, they have 13 million subscribers.
Yeah, they're huge.
What on the fuck? Yo, no wonder they're happy they kept those kids. This guy's rich as hell. Here's a kid with a rash, clickbaiting their kid having a rash.
Excellent.
Their kid's a dancer, of course. Here is one of our time with Jimmy Savile. What? Weird. Here they took a tour of Neverland Ranch. Surprised that place is still taking visitors. Here he describes that he does, he's actually a scout captain, which is nice of him to spend time with the kids like that and do retreats. Oh, here's the great clickbait. Now, this is not their kid. Look at the title of this one. She got diagnosed with cancer, documentary. Motherfuckers.
That's after they change the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's the second one, which I don't think is better. Yeah, these guys are good. Good people. This is your brain on Jesus, my friends. Jesus is a hell of a drug, man. Jesus. All right. Should we do the Bitcoin convention in Miami or Keemstar versus XQC? Yeah. So Keemstar, what happened? There's this guy, ishowspeed. He's 17 years old, by the way.
And where she is? She's on top of the thing.
Which makes me a little more sympathetic for him. No?
I'd watch it all the way.
Anyway, this guy, ishowspeed, he's 17, so, you know, I guess go easy on him a little bit.
I wasn't this way.
Wait until you see the other clip.
Yeah, oh, there's a bunch of them.
We actually, you might not remember, but we talked about one of his clips.
Well, when he goes, "Who's gonna stop me?"
Yeah.
But again, I do think it's important to emphasize he's 17. I mean, at 17, you're fucking dumb, like literally.
Yeah, for sure.
But what's the interesting thing is that while everyone's dogpiling on him, he got banned on Twitch and everything. You can always count on Keemstar to support hating women. Like I've seen this
without fail.
Yeah, without fail. Keemstar comes to his defense, and I was like, has Keemstar ever defended a woman ever? And I was trying to think. I mean, I know he supported Trisha when she was trying to ruin my life. Before that
was an alliance of convenience, though.
Yeah, he has a Trisha folder.
Right.
Before that.
Right.
And then who else has he defended? A woman he's defended. There was someone else.
Which women have hated you?
What any woman I've ever had a problem with? He's
right, exactly.
Ooh, coming with that heat.
Oh God. Anyway, here's the clip, so just to catch you guys up.
And where she is? She's on top of the thing.
10 seconds
Oh,
left.
yeah, 10 seconds. On your left.
This guy's really popular, right?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Come on, bruh.
Like YouTuber or streamer or what?
Shut your stupid ass up, nigga. Who's you
Love
talking
probably
to, bro?
knows
Shut
more
your
than I
nerd
do.
ass up, bro. I know how to play this
Oh
game.
well, he was
Shut up.
banned from Twitch for the clip where he essentially threatens to R-word someone.
The "Who's Gonna Stop Me" clip?
Right. Yeah. He
Oh,
was
got
banned from Twitch because of that. So now he streams on YouTube, and he might be on his way out from YouTube as well. So, GG.
Wow. Damn, dude, you gotta chill.
Yeah, and I already see people pointing out. So, this clip that went viral of him that we're about to watch, there is a longer clip beforehand where one of the people that he's yelling at says something pretty racist to him.
Okay.
And so that's been like kind of the consistent thing of like, it's unfair. You're leaving out the context. They were being racist to him first. He was just reacting or whatever. That's fine if there weren't already like multiple clips of the same guy screaming at women, threatening to
It's his
R-word
shtick.
them.
I've seen it.
Right, exactly.
And he does that
so-
joke all the time. He goes, "If we were on a desert island, would you sleep with me?" And she goes, "Nah." And he says, "Well, who's gonna stop me?"
Yeah.
I've seen him do that shtick like a lot. But okay, I mean, listen. Whatever. Let's watch this.
Yeah, so, alright. Alright.
You're at the
Alright.
Calm down.
Damn, bro, shut up, bro. I know how to play this game. I'm not a noob, alright? God
Obviously,
damn.
you don't know how to play the fucking game 'cause you
What?
suck ass.
What, bitch? Bitch? Is a bitch talking to me? Is a female talking to me? Am I, no, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Oh, wait, time out. Is a female talking to me right now? Is a fucking female talking to me? Get off the fucking game and do your husband dishes, bitch. Shut up. Fuck.
Jesus Christ. He's so angry for 17.
It's insane. I mean, it's his shtick.
I know, but he actually, well, exactly, it's his shtick. But when he put out his apology, he said he was talking like that he was really actually angry. Oh, they're saying he's 19? Oh. I thought someone said he was 17.
Fuck is wrong with y'all? Stop talking to me like that, nigga. Fuck is wrong with y'all, dog? I'm not one of these little lame ass Valorant nerds, nigga. Fuck wrong with
Yes, you are.
y'all? Y'all fucking suck.
Spike down mid.
I got the spike.
Fucking nerds on my fucking team. I'm like, bitch, like, who the fuck is you talking to, bitch? Fuck is wrong with you? Go do your like, yeah.
Anyway, you get the idea.
I'm assuming he is 19.
Oh, I don't know why I saw people
I mean,
saying
it said
17.
17 because if you do a Google search, it says 17 the first
Oh, well, I don't feel bad for him if he's 19. He's a big boy.
Well, I'm getting
There's no
conflicting. Half the
definite-
website saying 17, half saying 19.
You're saying 17 and 19?
17 and let's go with 18.
I saw
Let's just
people-
average it out.
Yeah, it's
I
average.
saw a lot of people saying he's 17.
I would assume he's above 18 because all these Twitch streamers has had him on, like doing weird shit, and I'm sure they would not put themselves in a situation where he's underage.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, yeah, I think it might be the case.
His birthday is January 21st, 2005, according to Wikipedia.
Which makes him how old?
That would be the 17.
I think he's 17.
Yeah.
Says different thing on
That's Wikipedia, though.
I got a psychological question, okay? Say if we're the last two people on Earth and we had to reproduce to make the world continue. No! Reproduce with me?
No, because that means our kids will have to intertwine and then their kids. No,
Who gonna stop me?
I will.
Who's gonna stop me?
I will.
If we're the last two people on
I like how she's like, she's right, because he's like he's very small. She's like, I will easily
No
stop
problem.
you. Yeah.
Who gonna stop me?
Gee,
You're not stopping me. If we the last two people on Earth, who gonna stop me?
Yeah, come on. Hold up. Chill out. Just
Even Aiden Ross is like, hold on.
take a
I'm
deep breath.
tripping.
You're good.
I'm tripping.
So,
Yikes.
that's his whole shtick, I guess. And whatever you think about him, he put out an apology, which I thought was decent, and he's a young man, whatever. It's obviously he's fucking disturbed. I think it's really bad for people to see that and think it's funny. Whatever. Okay? The point is that there's a 40-year-old man named Keemster out defending him.
It was like,
That's the really fucked up
hold the
part.
phone.
Yeah, forget about iSpeed, whatever. So this tweet went viral of this guy, Jake Lucky, who's like a news reporter.
More of a commentator.
So he tweeted out this clip. I understand why Valorant queues are so unbelievably toxic. You got one of the most popular streamers on YouTube, ishowspeed, saying crap like this and getting nothing but praise and laughs. Crap is whack. I think he's right. He should be calling out this kind of behavior. Obviously, it's going to have an influence on the game and the players. So I think he did the right thing calling this out, bring it to people's attention. Went super viral, though. 185,000 likes. Should I watch his apology?
What's good?
He apologized to the girl and he apologized to the guy.
Everybody, it's a clip, that
he says he's 17 in the video. Basically, his apology is like, I'm 17, guys, give me a break, which, okay, whatever. But, Keemstar then shows up to defend ishowspeed. That implies the guy that tweeted it out is being racist. Check this out. Keemstar, who's against woke culture, by the way. So Keemstar hates this guy, Jake Sucky, because he's in the same space as him.
Same space, doesn't have a racist past.
Yeah.
Stuff along those lines.
So he goes, so Jake Sucky tried to expose ishowspeed for, quote, trash talk in video games. We found some really hypocritical tweets from him. Many are saying Jake Lucky's attack was racially motivated.
Many are saying. That's such
That's
such a like little Trumpism right there.
The Keem slide. That's what I call it. Keem
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying.
I didn't say your wife looks like a horse. I didn't say your wife looks like a witch.
By the way, the stuff he did dig up is like totally.
Yeah, COD trash.
It's totally not hypocritical or contrary. The guy is like squeaky clean. Oh, you got all the screenshots. So here's Keem's tweet. And then XQC comes in. It says, apparently Keemstar seems to think that is a female talking to me, get off the game and do your wash and do your dishes is good trash talk. Or even trash talk at all. Pretty rich to try to use the racism card while overlooking blatant sexism. Stop baiting women haters. Getting old, XQC said. Which I appreciate his willingness to actually respond to Keemstar. Most people don't even want to deal with that because, of course, Keemstar's response to that is to try to dig up anything and to try to ruin XQC's life, right? It's like, go as low as possible. So Keemstar makes a video about, what is this screenshot? It's a video. Okay, good, yeah. It's not playing.
Okay, so I'm on Polygon right now. It says Overwatch League Pro suspended for homophobic remark on live stream. What is going on here? XQC, like, are you actually a homophobe or was it just trash talk? I'm confused because, like, you're trying to insinuate what Speed said is sexism. It's not trash talk, right? You said it can't be both, right? It's not even trash talk, right? Like, so you're really a homophobe? Or were you just talking trash on a game? I'm confused, XQC. Help me out with this. Okay, so I'm on Polygon right now. It says Overwatch League Pro suspended for homophobic remark on live stream. What is going on here? XQC,
What's going on
are
here?
you actually a homophobe or was it just trash talk?
Right. So XQC responded.
Hey, yo, Cockstar, what up, brother? Listen, since I thought we're making videos today, so I'll make a video just for you, man. You posted an article in 2018, and you thought I was trying to hide it or something like that. Okay? This article, I pull it like every single week to show my chat that people can change in 3 or 4 years. It happens. People can get better. That's the whole point of it. But also, I'm glad you tweeted every single day to give us a reminder that people don't change. Sometimes even after 10, 15 years. Like you, man. Also, give Alex a call, man. I think he's been looking for you. See you, man. Hey, yo, Cockstar, what up,
So
brother?
I think he actually said it really good. It's like Keemstar's attack on people is always like, well, you did this thing in the past. And he even said once about me, like how he's proudly never changed. Keemstar's proudly never changed, you know. I mean, we grew up on the internet where, like, racism and homophobia was, like, normalized. And then if anyone realizes that that's not the way to be, then they're virtue signaling, and Keemstar is just being true to himself as a racist, sexist pig. There you go. That's about it. I saw someone say that I'm getting called out for being homophobic on Twitter and the subreddit.
Why are you...
Well, I should address it, no? If it's happening. I'm not dealing with that shit today. I don't see anything, though.
Oh, my God.
I don't see anything, though.
I don't see anything.
Yeah.
I mean...
Someone said, come on, you talking about power bottom is like me asking Hila if she likes it from the front or back. Does she ride your cock, or does she like you to pound her pussy from the back? Well, if we were having a conversation about that and she called in to talk about it, you know, then that's fine. So there you go. Keemstar, I thought there was more stuff by Keemstar about it. He was going on and on quite a bit, wasn't he? In defense of speed. And attacking that guy Jake.
Let me just switch Twitter accounts so I can check.
Because you're blocked.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ride my dick. Can't wait to report your death.
Yeah, baby. So we got to talk about Joe Budden versus BTS. This guy has
3 hours. I think maybe we should.
Wait, isn't it in the title? James? Oh no, it's not. James Charles wears a diaper, and LeBrant family. We go 3 hours.
Yep.
It's 5 already. The fuck did that happen?
Been streaming for the past 3 hours.
Hold on, I really wanted to talk about the damn. First of all, we need to make it clear here today that everybody throw it up. Throw it up right now, guys. Get those hearts up for BTS. Let them know. Put it up, Dan.
I told you I'm a
cancel
I'm
Dan.
a Blackpink fan. No, I'm a Blackpink.
You don't have to choose, Dan. You can love them both. Put it up, or you're dead. They're gonna come
Hold
for you,
the
bro.
fucking heart
Put
up,
it up.
Dan.
They're coming, Dan. They're coming.
Stop being a fucking rebel. Just hold it up.
Not doing it.
Put it up, Dan. I'm panicking. Put it up.
All right, fine, whatever.
Dan, pretty soon.
Yeah. Thank God, I was sweating. I was like, damn, don't do this. You got to put it up. Well, Joe Budden, he said some shit about BTS. Have we found out? Has he been canceled yet? Is his life ruined yet or no?
Yeah. Well, he went through a lot of shit.
He made an apology.
Yeah.
He did? Oh
yeah.
God. You know, the minute I saw this, I was like, oh, hell no. So this is actually, I haven't seen his apology, so this should be fun.
But I hate them BTS niggas.
Uh-oh.
Nah, you wildin' now. I've wowed before.
Yo, there's people there that know. He's like, walk that back. He's like, you better walk that back quick. They tried to stop him.
Okay, we know.
I don't want no smoke.
Tell me why. They sound too good. The music ain't bad.
Oh, they're like, they sound too good? He's like, yeah.
They're like winking at him. They're too good?
They're like,
the producer's like, yeah, why would you hate BTS? The music is awesome. The guys are sweet. They're just, it's beautiful. Just incredible. I mean, there's nothing really even a bad thing to say about the guys.
Great sound.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
It's super talented. The dancing is incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Bad. That shit sound alright. The music is bad. Tell me why though. Do I need a reason? Yeah, come on. You should. You don't have a reason? If you don't have a reason, that's disgusting.
This guy's just realizing he fucked up. And his homies are throwing him on straight under the bus.
The other guy's like, if you don't have a reason, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Yo, they're throwing his ass right under the bus.
I hate them niggas.
Oh,
But
shit.
There's no reason why? I hate them. I don't have to divulge my reason to you. I just hate them niggas.
Then why'd you say it, though? It's like he's bailing. He's bailing.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to see them dance moves. I don't want to see you come down from the sky in the little umbrella. I don't want to see your four Codys come from the audience and then link up like Voltron to do all of 98 degrees moves. I don't want to see none of this shit. I don't want to see it. I know they big. I know it's China. I don't want to see. I don't want to see it.
It's not China. You say, I know it's China?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Uh-oh.
That's bad.
I don't want to see Korea, but Korea. I don't want to see Korean sink.
You like D.
I don't want to see Korean sink.
Why does he say sink?
He's saying like in sync, Korea sync.
Oh, Korea sink. Okay.
Yeah. Look. Why y'all think? Why?
This is this is a
omen
preview
about
of him
Yeah.
an hour after the show.
Joe Budden, pretty soon
See,
you
and
go
that's
to
my
hell.
problem with him.
What, AB?
I said Joe Budden, pretty soon you go to hell.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Joe Biden. Joe Budden, you go to hell.
Yo, and just mute. Why do y'all think that because a group is big or an act is big and they're talented that you can't hate them?
No,
saying
it's
you
not
can.
that. In my opinion, dog, if you don't
reason.
If you just don't like somebody for no reason, that's disgusting.
Oh my God, this guy knows exactly what he's doing. You're a hater. You're player hating. But I like how he goes. He's talking way too strong. Like I feel like he goes, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Somebody just walking around like, yo, I don't like Joe Budden, I don't like Parks, and I'm like, yo, what they did to you? If it makes sense, why you don't like them? Cool. If it don't make sense, yo, get the fuck away from me.
Oh my God, bro, that's your dude right there. He's coming. He's literally threw him
The
in.
guy went
pit.
home. He told his wife to pack everything up, get the kids. We're getting out of here.
Yo, he threw his ass in a pit. It just fucking bailed on him. Left him to stew in that nuclear take.
It ain't
And I've
what
been
they
like that
did
since
to
I was
you.
a
It's
kid.
just why don't you like them?
Yeah,
Like, they don't
if
have
you
to
don't have
necessarily
a-
do something
if
to
you
you.
don't have a reason,
But if you got
listen.
no reason at all, and it's just like
I don't want to
just
hear
like
that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I don't necessarily enjoy the politics behind that shit. Like
what?
Can't think of a less political band
What?
than BTS.
Well, also, like, I know there's a lot of things about how, like, the K-pop culture is corporate and stuff, but he clearly doesn't know anything about K-pop, so
I think
he's not referring to that.
He's trying to say people acting like they like them. So people are afraid to talk about them, basically.
I don't think so.
Based on watching more of it.
Based off of the way that you were acting a minute ago, you might be right.
Dan's that guy, the guy who's saying, that's disgusting. He's your Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Dan will throw me under the bus at any turn.
go to hell.
No, but I don't think he knows anything about it.
fuck out of here.
He's about
Knock
to
it
find
off.
out.
I feel like Shaq when Yao Ming started in the All-Star game.
That's so awkward. I get that.
Yeah.
Still see the difference?
Like, stop. Yeah, you know what time
I
it
get
is
what
with
you're
these,
saying there,
these
but
little niggas, man. Where's,
that explains their popularity,
They
yes.
so great. Where the other Korean fucking pop star dancing
There's a
niggas
bunch
at?
of
That's
them,
over,
a lot of them
that's
niggas.
over here.
What
That's
is he
over here blowing up, being shoved in my face at every award.
Wait, what's he saying? Oh, he's saying
that
it's
there's-
a PC thing. It's like a cultural, like, look at the...
Well, and he's also
saying
saying,
they're, like,
why aren't there other K-pop groups that
Oh,
are
there's a
push?
ton.
Yeah, and there's a ton, and they're
For
also
example,
popular
Dan is
over here.
Blackpink forever.
Exactly.
I'm personally BTS Army. I like Blackpink too. But I think what he's saying is that it's a political thing to make like a Korean band popular. It's like a tokenism thing.
Yeah.
That seems to be what he's saying.
Award show. See, that's the thing about award shows. The people that's there are shoved in my face every award show. So it's Doja, I love her though. It's BTS, it's Lil Nas X, it's Billie Eilish, it's Chris Stapleton.
I'm pretty sure you're just describing pop stars.
Exactly.
They're popular acts.
Yeah.
He's like, what's with these award shows with all these popular acts?
It's like, yeah, what do you expect to see there?
These are the people that are shoved in my face. And at some point, yeah, you're gonna say, oh, fuck some of these niggas.
Nah, if the music is trash, is trash, then I ain't beat. But if the music is all right, then I'm cool with it. They deserving it.
Yeah.
This guy's reading chat right now. You could tell. He's like, fuck this Joe Budden guy. I never liked him.
As long as the music dope. And these niggas' music is alright. I'm sorry. Like, I've heard a couple. I didn't even know it was them. I'm like, who the fuck is these BTS niggas I keep seeing everywhere?
And when you
then
hear the
somebody played the
song-
record, I was
I
like,
went through that
oh,
same
wow.
thing. I went through
know
that
this
thing,
shit.
little
Oh, this
top
hard.
tracks. I was like, oh, this all.
And
that's
all
politics.
What?
That's not
Forget
politics.
it. Do you have your computer? I want to see how many BTS songs you have in your phone.
Probably none.
Then how's it not politics? You just said,
That's
yo,
not ISIS
these
demo.
guys are being shoved in my face.
I didn't say that. You said that. I never said
No,
this.
you just did. You said I kept hearing their music, and I was like, yo.
No, I kept hearing the name BTS, and I'm like, who the fuck is BTS?
And then somebody played the song.
And then
for
I
you.
heard the song, like, oh shit, I heard this. I just never knew it was them.
Smooth like butter. There's an undercover. Ow! I got BTS on my phone. Joe Biden's dead like a turkey on Thanksgiving.
Joe Biden, very soon you go to hell.
I love that soundbite.
I've had that with a bunch of people before. Oh, that's that record? Me and Ice was in the club. Me and Ice was in the club. He like, yeah, such and such. And I'm like, Ice.
Well, y'all was in a club with BTS came on? See, that's why I don't club with y'all.
Me and Ice go
Clubs with the
I
little
didn't
skinny
say
girls
that,
is
you
dancing to
asshole.
K-pop.
I said, yo, Joe, Ice mentioned a rapper. I'll be like, who the fuck is that? He'll be like, you know the song. And then he'll play the song. Or the song will come on. He'll be like, I'll be like, oh, that's them. These BTS niggas got slaps.
Bunch of them.
Yeah, that's all.
Niggas is trash. Niggas is trash.
Okay.
All right, so now let's fast forward to the apology. Because you got to love how confident he is and all that. And then Army comes for his ass. Uh-oh. Fast forward to when Army come for the boy.
Yeah, they reportedly responded directly.
Oh, dude. Yeah, one of the band members, what's his name?
RM.
RM responded, and then I was like, oh, shit, he's dead. Because I have never seen them respond to a hater like this.
It's the next clip in the doc.
Dude, I was like, Joe Biden got called out. He's fucking dead. Dude, there's people outside his
you
house.
intentionally calling him Joe Biden over and over again?
Yeah, he's Joe Biden. He's Joe Budden. I was like, the Army's outside his house with rocket launchers and shit at this moment. Don. So RM from BTS responded. He didn't say his name, but everyone assumed he was talking to him.
Hating is their freedom, and they have their right to hate. But if it was me, I'd rather just talk with my friends in some cafe.
Hell yeah.
And forget about it. But rather than tweeting about it or some interview, I won't do that because I'm grown up. Well, anyway.
That's pretty crazy. I've never seen him do like that before. So everyone's like, what upset RM? Why is RM upset right now? I swear, there's like a whole Army SWAT team outside his house, bro.
When I looked up hashtag Joe Budden this weekend, the first thing was, Army, we have a new enemy.
Oh,
it was a big
shit.
just picture of his face.
Yeah, that was not a fun week when I was new Army enemy. I was public enemy #1 for like a minute there. Hey, bro, this is it. This is me to the Army.
Truce. Bismillah.
So he made an apology. Oh shit, they're back in the same set. Here we go.
Characters, bro.
Oh, shit. But I own it. Listen, I have all the respect in the world for the BTS.
Didn't sound like it the other week. That's not what you were saying last time, dude.
Fans. Because outside of y'all that took the opportunity to start calling me a nigger, man.
Holy shit.
The rest of y'all were so polite in your grievance with me. And for that, round of applause, man.
Oh, yeah. Round of applause for BTS.
Not just for BTS, round of applause for the stands.
Yeah,
is what he's doing.
We love them. What did I say last week? No. I love BTS. Respect
Round of
them.
applause. All it takes is a music take to bring the fucking nigger out.
Somebody did that for real?
Yes, there's hateful people in the world. And I understand.
His homie's still riding for BTS. He's like, no, Army wouldn't say that. You're lying.
Came out. Listen, I apologize. I'll be the first to admit to my ignorance. I didn't know the K in front of K-pop was for Korea.
Dumbass. That's actually really dumb.
I didn't know they
He
rolled
thought they're
like
from
this.
China. That's bad.
How would I know that?
Yeah, I get how you would.
They don't ever say Korean pop.
They just call it K-pop.
Yes, they do.
They definitely
How
do.
do I know what the K stands for?
I didn't know that either.
What else would
None of them knew that?
What else would it stand for?
Yeah, they're Korean. For cool with a K?
For Kuwait? Kuwait pop.
Kuwait pop. Well, that's a Q.
No. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of Qatar.
guitar.
Yeah.
K-pop.
I ain't even trying to be funny. I know that.
But I do want to apologize to the people that only saw that clip for my ignorance.
Mhm.
Because
Go on.
That's what they're gonna do. Yeah.
You understand it there. Y'all was teaching me words to call me a xenophobe. I had no idea what that was. I had to look it up. Sorry. You knew what that was? Hello? You?
This guy's saying right. That guy's so good. He's so smart.
He's smart.
He's like, I'm not saying shit about nothing.
Of course. Of course you did.
Wait to tell us. He
Worldly-ish.
He let us know he read every time.
Oh, is he in the Guinness?
I mean, to be fair, I feel like at his age, he should know what xenophobic is, right?
Yeah.
It's a
pretty commonly
used word.
Yeah. He's still reading chat.
Oh, man. And somebody said, when we going to teach Ish how to whistle?
They said your whistle is trash?
I would never say that about him because I can't whistle for nothing. That was one of the things I failed at trying to do when I was just young.
It's a sarcastic whistle. I'm not out here trying to be fucking.
But you could if you wanted to. Let him know.
You can get a good whistle off if you want it.
Oh my God, that sounds horrible. Dude.
Get back on with the apology, bro. You would not.
It's like, or prejudice against people from other countries. Oh my God.
I don't think that what you said is that.
Yeah.
Well, he said they're Chinese, so it's a little of that.
A little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, they just find the worst fucking. They never. What happened is just my bad. Yo, I made a mistake. I didn't know. Like, they just always go right to the worst possible thing you could be.
Right.
A xenophobe.
My bad don't exist no more though. Like I didn't know my fault. I wasn't trying. Intent don't matter.
Yeah.
Today.
Fam, most of that shit was in jest and in fun anyway.
Yeah,
So
This dude was like, anyone who says that's a fucking reviled freak. Anyone who says K-pop sucks is a fucking violent, freakish asshole.
Podcast built around
that part too. Well, that's what we.
But we constantly. All right. So never mind. Cause y'all know we quick to say you can't. Somebody can take it how they want.
That is true.
So yeah, it was in jest, but
that's why
somebody might not take it in jest.
That is true. I agree.
That's all.
Dude, they came down hard on him. Last week, he's like, I just hate him. It's politics. Everybody hate him. Come on, y'all. Y'all know what I meant.
I come in peace today to the army.
Yep.
To the BTS Legion of fans.
You gotta give him some dynamite or something then. That's what you got.
I gotta give him something, right?
Yeah, you gotta give him something. That's your Zai peace offering.
Yeah. My sleeper today.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I'll give him a verse or something.
There you go. I don't know. Pretty funny, though. It's pretty funny just seeing the inevitable life cycle of a BTS hater. You know, they get taught real quick. I'll tell you what, man. We gotta send the BTS fandom out to like the streets of Chicago or some shit or Detroit or whatever. These people know how to keep shit in line. I'm just saying, man.
They're very organized.
They're organized. You know, they know how to keep shit in control. We got to drop army on fucking Ukraine and clean up the whole situation there. It's funny. Anyway, shout outs, you know, love them. BTS forever. Can't wait for the new album, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that they had more music on the way.
Well, you know, they always do.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
They're always pumping it out?
Oh, yeah. It's crazy because every single song is amazing.
It's like the Beatles in that way.
Yeah.
Because you look back at the Beatles, you're like, wow, every song on that album is like a classic. It's the same thing. Yeah, they're saying Army thinks BTS could drop their new album in May.
Hell yeah.
Wow, it's so soon. It's so exciting.
So that's what I'm super pumped for.
Oh.
And I'm sure Joe Budden is right there with me. We'll have a listening party together.
Sure.
Smooth like butter, tastiness undercover. You know, I didn't used to eat my popcorn with butter, but now I do since that song.
The song?
I like butter. I love butter now.
No chance that you didn't eat your popcorn with butter.
Think about that tonight. Oh. Anyway, there you go, guys. Keep up forever. Keep BTS forever. K-pop. All right, we've been going for a long ass time.
Yes, indeed.
So, do you guys like the title "James Charles Wears a Diaper" and the LaBrant family, or do you guys think the LaBrant family is more trending?
I don't think anybody cares about James Charles, to be frank.
Can we do a poll? Let's do a poll before we wrap it up.
Sure.
What is the best headline? LaBrant family, James Charles wearing a diaper, or there was another one we did that was pretty good. Oh, XQC versus Keemstar. Keemstar usually does pretty good for us. People hate his guts.
Or BTS.
Or Keemstar. So we have James Charles diaper. Oh, BTS, yeah, BTS is an option.
BTS versus Joe Budden or something.
Rip Joe Budden. What? What, did I say something wrong?
No.
Why you look at me like that?
I'm just saying, I don't know about the BTS one.
Right. Well, let's see what the people say. What's the best headline? Black Bruno, someone said. Yeah, I'm sure that'll get lots of clicks. I'm feeling personally the LeBrant family is pretty heavily trending, but let's see what the people say. What would you be most interested in? That's what I want you to vote for. Okay, James Charles wearing a diaper and a heavy lead right out the gate, but we need more votes.
What the fuck? I gotta agree with the James Charles one.
There you go. You see, these polls are great. We should do this at the end of every episode.
Okay.
You can't just let it slide, please?
Basically, vote based on which one you would click on. You know, which story interests you the most. I love y'all for clicking James Charles wears a diaper.
Well, it's good, too, because we already have the thumbnail for that, so that's nice.
Yeah.
That is some bullshit.
So there you go. The Brant family, yeah, James Charles in a diaper is taking a commanding lead.
The James haters have it.
Can we do this at the end of every episode? This is great. This is really good. This is great info.
So embarrassing.
James Charles wears a diaper. James Charles wears diapers? James Charles caught wearing a diaper? Or just James Charles wears a diaper and the LeBrant family? I think that's a great title. All right, guys, thanks for voting. Thanks for being here. Apologies to whatever his name was. Apparently, I was homophobic to him. But whatever. What can you do? We're navigating the space together, right, guys? I learned what's a power bottom, though.
For being homophobic to the caller?
That's what... I don't think... I just saw a comment, but I don't think it's really...
Yeah, why are you looking at the comments in the middle of the show? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I just... Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. I don't... People say it was gross and disappointing. Saying you can guess if Matt is a power bottom by his voice is so gross. But I was right. That was the point. Wasn't I? He admitted.
Yeah, of course you were right. And honestly, just so over these fucking people. Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
I mean, I was just trying to make the call fun.
Yes!
And
It's a
funny.
fucking entertaining show. Shut the fuck up.
Someone says, I don't know what's up.
So disappointing.
Someone said,
Grow up. Jesus fucking Christ.
Dan.
I don't know what's up with Ethan today, but something's off. Bad vibes this episode.
Shut the fuck up. Unsubscribe. Go away. Jesus Christ.
Someone said, I remember, now they're going back. I remember Ethan also asked ContraPoints if she had gotten bottom surgery, and she had to explain. It wasn't any of his business, and that's not a question you should randomly ask a trans person. It wasn't a random question. It was actually an interview, and I asked, you fucking moron. How dare I try to learn about the...
Yeah, and she said that it was okay.
Yeah.
She specifically said, just so you know, that's not an appropriate question to ask any trans person, but I'm happy to answer. It doesn't bother me. And that was an edited episode, and if it was uncomfortable, we would have taken it out.
Well, I actually learned a lot from her.
Yeah, so just...
Someone said, I think Ethan feels... This is just the thread where everyone's complaining.
Yeah, just...
Well, it's good. I think it's good to address it now. It's good. How many times you get the opportunity to get into a controversy and then respond to it in the same episode?
Yeah,
so you don't have to fucking talk about it next time. Someone said, it sometimes feels like Ethan thinks LGBTQ plus people are exotic or something. It's super uncomfy. Yeah, I think y'all need to fucking... Do you think it's hard for a straight person to understand how it feels to always have people define you by how you prefer sex. Is that a valid criticism?
No, because again, it's the context. This is a loose comedy show, okay? Like it's Ethan whole persona is being a bit of a goof. That's why you guys watch. Like it just oh my god. So you're stunlocking me now. Way more than you're getting stunlocked. Like I'm so fucking frustrated with these people.
Get the fuck out! So wait, what was I? Where did it even come? What was I saying? Who was a power bottom? It was the. How do we even get started in that?
It was.
Oh, James Charles being a power bottom because he was wearing diapers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a funny. I mean, it's funny, right? I think so. And so then they said power. He called in to talk about power bottoms. So I don't know how it's always to define them about sex. That was literally the context of the conversation. I don't know what to say. If you think I'm not an ally, then like, if you think I'm not an LGBTQ plus ally, then how can you be? I mean, I don't.
You mean for you to be?
No.
You should never ask questions. You should treat them as pariahs. You should and always tiptoe around everything, especially in the context of a comedy show. You should never ask questions, and you should never joke around and treat people as equals.
By the way, respect Matt. I'm glad he called in. We had a conversation.
Yeah, Matt was great. No problem. Yeah, no hate at all on Matt.
I mean, he didn't seem offended either. Yeah, I don't know. I do think some of y'all are way too fucking sensitive for the show. To be totally honest, like people in this thread who are saying they're grossed out and whatever. I think this with peace and love, you might be too sensitive to watch this show.
Yep.
Before I started here a long time ago, as a fan, I saw a white guy make a video saying Ethan Klein is Islamophobic because you made a joke once about doing a Allah Akbar dab.
Oh, okay.
Which I found hilarious. Me and my wife, Muslim fans who have watched the show forever, we found that hilarious that a white dude was getting mad. We laughed at that joke.
A white dude was getting mad that I did a Allah Akbar dab. I don't even remember the joke, but I could see myself doing that.
But it's just like anyone who watches you should know, like it's a comedic podcast, like Dan said, like.
And I mean, we're pretty PC in general too. Like it's a comedy podcast. But I feel like we are pretty respectful at the same time. So I don't know. I think some of y'all are just too sensitive. Like,
You're not a politician.
Yeah, exactly. And thank God for that. Thank you, AP, by the way, for defending me. I feel like, if you're watching this show and you're perpetually offended by things I'm saying, you may want to just stop watching, like genuinely. And I'm trying my best to learn when I can. And I did take and learn what I could from Matt, and I listened respectfully. But to say it's gross and disappointing, which is a comment I'm reading specifically, is just, I think you're too sensitive for this show. I really do. I'm sorry. I think you need to watch a more safe podcast. But I'm always here to learn and trying to grow, but that's just my opinion. Because does get annoying with some of y'all getting offended all the time about jokes that are, not said with bad intentions. I see people saying, "See, guys, look at this. Buys are for Ethan. Thank you to the buys. We love our buy communities." Do people know we have LGBTQ people who work in the Teddy Fresh building? I don't care. They don't need to know that. They're not tokens. Of course, we have gay, lesbian, trans people that work for us. We have a lot of employees. No, it's good to bring up, but it's like
every chat we see it. Hire someone.
We have people of color. We work with women. We work with LGBTQ people. They're not fucking tokens. You know what I mean? You guys literally don't know what the fuck. You don't know anything about me. Y'all assume that we're all like cis men. You don't even know that. So, I mean, just saying, I'm not going to fucking bring out every person of color that I work with and be like, this is so-and-so, and here's a gay woman, and so therefore, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's stupid.
That being said, it's a good mix of Jews and Muslims here, so that should say something.
Good,
Amen,
good.
brother. We got
Yeah.
peace going on, AB.
Yeah, really good mix.
Bringing peace to the Middle East.
Really
Here
good
on the
mix.
H3 podcast.
Amen to that.
There you have it. So I don't know what to say. You know, I take the criticism seriously, but sometimes it's painful to see people say really mean things about you, like that you're homophobic or racist or whatever. When it's like, I don't see it. I don't. But I think some people are very sensitive about these issues, which is fine. But I don't think you should subject yourself to experiencing
Being mad
so much
all the time.
pain
Yeah.
on a weekly basis. Like you're suffering through this show.
I love comments and posts that are like, listen, let me start by saying I love Ethan. And then it just goes
That
up.
being said,
That
I
being
am
said, I wanna
fucking sick of him.
I want to fuck up his night.
Yeah.
Potentially his weekend with peace and love.
Pants for Ethan. Thank you. We love our pansexual audience. We love them. The bisexual, we love them, folks. Clap if you think they should suffer, somebody said. Well, they clearly want to suffer because they're watching this podcast
Yeah,
every week.
we don't want them to suffer. That's why they need to just.
That's why you need to stop
politely
watching.
go away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So thank you. Gays for Ethan. Thank you. No, listen, I am staunch supporter of all human rights, you know, trans, gay, everything. It's insane that people have to justify their existence in this country. It's fucked up, you know. So, but okay, if there's things I need to learn to say better, that's fine. I'm working on that too. I got a piece so bad I'm gonna wrap it up, but I'm glad we got to talk about this before the show ended because I don't want to go and then read a thread about everyone being like, it's always there's always the cycle of people go, I super offended. And then people come in and they go, you all are so fucking sensitive. And it turns into this whole civil war on the subreddit every episode, like literally like clockwork.
Yeah. You know, maybe we should just talk about this openly. Some talk about just getting rid of text posts on the subreddit.
Yeah, I think it might be time for that.
It might be time for that. It might be time because.
Well, this person, for example, posted a picture of their own tweet, so this one wouldn't.
It's a nice little workaround.
Like they're already working around. Like, let me pull up the post that I was reading just to show you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if it would actually help, but somebody on the subreddit suggested that recently. I saw that and I kind of raised my eyebrow. I'm like, you know, would the world really be losing something if the H3 production subreddit?
I mean,
didn't
it
have text
sucks
posts
to have
anymore?
to do that, but I think, like, here, they posted a picture of their own tweet at me and tagging everybody. Come on, you talking about power bottoms is like me asking Ela if she likes it in the front or back. Does she ride your cock or like you pounding her? Respect, Matt. Not cool, dude. Love when you post your own tweets. So, I don't know. I guess it will never fix the problem. If people want to bitch, they'll find a way. Lesbians love H3. Ah, we love our lesbian fans. We love them. We love them. People are saying unsubbed. Well, that's fine. God bless. All righty, guys. So thanks for being here. Thank you to everybody. This has been a Monday episode. We're going off the rails on Wednesday.
Going way off the rails. We got, we might have something pretty fun for Wednesday as well. But
That's exciting.
Cannot talk about what it is. But
We are going well off the rails on Wednesday. If you think we're off the rails today, just wait for Wednesday.
And Friday we have items and Anissa.
Oh, that's exciting. To talk about the big fight.
Yep.
Coming up, baby.
Yep, 1 month.
Oh my
I'm
God.
excited for it to just be over for you.
Yeah, me too.
I want the old AB back.
Me too. I feel like, dude.
I miss
you
the
thought I was,
old AB.
Kiss ass before. The brown noser before, man. Work is gonna be a breeze now. I'm gonna be able to just.
Yeah, I miss the old AB though. I miss the old AB. Straight from the gold AB. But you're probably getting stressed out as you get closer and closer.
I just want it to be over with. It just takes up so much time, but yeah, I'll be happy to get it done with.
All right, guys, we're gonna keep the. Anyway, we'll be back on Wednesday. So if I'll send all your complaints to the subreddit, and we're gonna have a whole We're gonna have a whole teaching moment on Wednesday.
Yeah.
about how to.
We're gonna have
be
like an
sensitive.
8-hour meeting tomorrow, actually, where
Sensitivity
we all get together
training.
and really just go over all of your comments in detail and really just get to the bottom of how we can improve.
Yeah, we need to be more respectful to our callers.
Yeah.
The callers are really the victims here.
Chat said embryos for H3.
Embryos for H3. We love our embryos, folks. We love our embryos. Future H3 fans right there. All right, guys, I got to pee so bad. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye-bye.